is coming up next, and it starts now on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
She sang with poise and grace beyond her years.
And the fire continued to burn throughout the night.
Our 18-year championship drought is over, Winnipeg baseball fans.
With the best local, national, and international coverage, the Winnipeg Free Press is there for you. With an unrivaled art section and the best coverage in sports. Because you care about what's happening in our city. The Winnipeg Free Press. Call 204-697-7001 to subscribe today.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen-free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition. If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
When you finally decide on the perfect paint color, the last thing you want is someone inexperienced painting in your house. Trust the experts. Trust Cachet Painting. For over 28 years, they've perfected their craft right here in Winnipeg. No job is too small or big. Interior or exterior. Primers, sealers, and finishes. Even stucco coating and painting. Cachet Painting excels at it all. Call 204-297-9000 now. Cachet Painting, a sign of superior quality.
The lovely and more talented Beverly Wynn, the house voice of the national anthems for many years here at Shaw Park. We welcome you to downtown Winnipeg. Glad to have you along. My name is Paul Edmonds. Right across the network, Eric Pritchie is operating our flagship station, TSN 1290. Riley Lachuk up at Swan River, mastering the controls for Gimli, Neepawa, and Swan River on our CJ Radio Network affiliates. Brendan McGranahan is on site to help us out. We'll have a look at the starting lineup, brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Well, Matt Rush will get the start for the Goldeyes, and Matt's 5-3 with a 4.41 ERA, and he'll face a lineup in Game 60 that looks like this for Sioux Falls. Nick Van Stratton to lead it off. He's in center field. Corey Morales bats second. He's at short. Marcos Rodriguez is at first base. The former Red Hawk will bat third. Jared Clark with 14 home runs will hit the cleanup spot. He'll be at third base. Tim Pahuda, third in home runs with 17, is the DH. He bats fifth. Jake Taylor batting sixth out in left. Nate Bowman starts the bottom three for Steve Shirley, out in right hitting seventh. Kevin Dultz will catch and bat eighth. And Stephen King, yes, Stephen King will be at second base, and he'll bat ninth. That lineup again for the 26 and 36 Sioux Falls Canaries. Van Stratton, Morales, Rodriguez, Clark, Pahuda, Taylor, Bowman, Dultz, and King. Beautiful night here in downtown Winnipeg. I know we had some rain to the north of us, and so far so good that it's missed downtown. We have some sun out right now, and it's not overly hot, but just very pleasant for baseball here tonight on a Tuesday night, July 23rd. So Nick Van Straten will lead it off, and he's having a real good year, is Van Straten. Batting .360 on the year, 5 homers and 34 driven in. And he'll step in from the right-hand side. Again, the Canaries in a black top, yellow lettering, gray pant, gold eyes, red top, white pant once again after a 2-game win streak on the road. So Matt Rush will look in and get the sign from Allen. He rocks, kicks, and fires. And the first pitch is swung on and lined out to right, and that'll be taken on a hop by Ray Sadler at 7:06 tonight. So 6 minutes after 7 o'clock, and Van Straten goes the other way for a base hit in front of Ray Sadler. And we have our first hit of the game on the first pitch. And here's Corey Morales. And Morales batting .269. Opening pitch tonight brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today, 888-233-6730. First pitch is in there for a strike. Our home plate umpire tonight is Art Thigpen. He calls the balls and strikes. Derek Ivinski is at first base. Anthony Sheets is at third. First time we've seen this crew this year. We've seen Art Thigpen before, but Neri Ivinski or Sheets over the course of careers here in the American Association. And a drive to right field. That'll drop again for a base hit. Morales goes the other way, and all of a sudden, there's runners on the corners here for Sioux Falls after back-to-back singles. And Marcos Rodriguez, the batter. So Thigpen calling the balls and strikes. Ivinski at first. Sheets is at third. They'll rotate around for tomorrow night and Thursday afternoon start. And I would imagine they'll hang around here possibly into the weekend when Trois Rivières comes to town in the middle series of these 3 series on this homestand. So all of a sudden the Goldeyes are in a little bit of trouble in the top of the first inning. Nobody out. 3 pitches in, runners on the corners. And Matt Rush working from the stretch. Will come set. The pitch is inside, ball 1. You know, the road has been kind not only to the Goldeyes, but to some of the starters. The Goldeyes are 19-17 on the road. And a guy like Matt Rush, he's not the only one. 4-0 on the road with a .235 ERA. Throw goes over to first. And Morales with 13 steals this year, only 4 caught, gets back in time. But yet you look at the home record, 1-3, and the ERA at 6.31. A vast difference. 4-0 at .235 on the road, 1-3 and a 6 at home. 1-0. Swung on and fell back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good fastball right there. Matt Rush has almost pitched an equal number of innings between home and away. 38 1/3 on the road, 41 1/3 here at home. So 3 more innings, yet he's given up 29 earned runs here and only 10 on the road. The pitch. Changeup swung on and missed, and it's 1-2 to Marcos Rodriguez. Defensively for the Goldeyes tonight, Luis Allen, the other half of the battery. Casey Harther, after DHing a couple games, back at first. Kevin Mosquite, our first look at him here at home, is at second. Josh Mazzola at short, Amos Ramon at third. Then Phelan Lentini, Tyler Graham, and Ray Sadler left to right in the outfield. Rush will come set. 1-2 pitch is swung on, bounce right side. Mosquite comes in. He flips to second for 1, relay down to 1, not in time. It was a little bit high, but Marcos Rodriguez got down the line. He'll drive in a run as the Goldeyes couldn't turn 2. It just wasn't hit hard enough. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Sioux Falls. They lead at 1-0. There's 1 away in a 4-6 play at second. And a runner at first base for Jared Clark. Sioux Falls can hit some home runs. Now, part of that is their ballpark, of course. It is a bit of a bandbox. Clark has 14 homers. The guy behind him on the on-deck circle, Pahuda, has 17. 1-0 for the Canaries already. Runner at first base, and Rush comes set. First pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Again for the Goldeyes, Allen catching, Harther at first, Mosquite is at second, Mazzola at short, Ramon at third, then Lentini, Graham, and Sadler left to right in the outfield. 1 run, 2 hits here for Sioux Falls. The 0-1 to Clark. Breaking ball down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Matt Rush, his last outing was a win in Trois-Rivières. Prior to that, he went 4 straight starts with a no decision. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Breaking ball just outside, 2-1. Through 75 strikes that night in Trois-Rivières. And 5 2/3 inning performance. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back. Bit of a jam job on Clark. Got a piece of it and put it on top of the roof. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jared Clark batting .224. 14 homers, 38 driven in. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rush will come set. 1 out, 1 in, 1 on. The pitch. Slider swung on, cracked out to left center. On the run, Lentini way back, and that's off the base of the wall. He'll barehand it, fire it back toward the infield. It bounces there, and that'll be a double for Jared Clark. Stopping at third is Marcos Rodriguez. And Matt Rush touched for 3 hits in this inning already. And here's Tim Pahuda. And Pahuda, 3rd overall in the league with 17 home runs. 1 off the pace. There's 2 players at 18, including Wichita's C.J. Ziegler. And are they going to walk him? Nope. Luis Allen was pointing toward first base, but now gets down in the crouch. And Rush will come set. First pitch to Pahuda is a fastball that's outside, ball 1. Here in Winnipeg, it is sunny. And we're under a pleasant, partially blue sky with a little bit of cloud, but it is sunny. 21 degrees Celsius, 70 Fahrenheit, 1-0. Change up, swung on, bounced out toward first, fielded by Harther. He'll take the ball to his own base and make the unassisted play. A run will score from third in Rodriguez, and it makes it 2-0. And the Goldeyes, for the second time, exchange the out for the run. So Pahuda drives in his 50th of the year, and Jared Clark gets over to third, 2 away for Jake Taylor. And it's 2-0 for Sioux Falls. And Taylor batting .274, 3 homers, 23 driven in. Humidity is 60% here, and the wind is just 7 kilometers an hour out of the west-northwest. First pitch is outside, ball 1. So again, pleasant day here, 20 degrees, 21 Celsius, 70 Fahrenheit. 1 ball, no strikes to Jake Taylor. Right-handed batter, the 1-0. Breaking ball swung on, bounced off the mound, back up the middle for a base hit. That'll score another run. And that's an RBI single for Jake Taylor, and it's 3-0 for the Birds. And Nate Bauman, the batter. 3 runs on 4 hits, and Bauman, the 7th man to hit in the inning.
Number 13, named Bauman.
And Bauman steps in from the right-hand side. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Bauman batting .240. 8 homers, 16 driven in. Right-handed swinging right fielder. Not the start the Goldeyes were looking for. It just seems that even on the last homestand, 1-0. Swung on, fouled back, and it's 1-1 as that gets into the screen. They would seemingly fall behind like this in the first or second inning, have to scratch, claw, and battle to try to tie it or take the lead. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Matt Rush will get the sign that he likes. He'll come set. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-2. Runner over at first base in Jake Taylor. He's 8 of 9 on the base path. 3 in on 4 hits for the Canaries. He'll come in 10 games under 500. And won just once last year in 10 starts here in Winnipeg. 1-2. Swung on and missed. And Bowman down on strikes. Rush threw a fastball right by him for his first strikeout of the night. That first strikeout brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike and you're out. While 7 men stepped to the plate for the Canaries in the first, 3 men cross it. On 4 hits, no errors, 1 left. Canaries get 3. The Goldeyes are coming to bat on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ken Plain for Avalon. Do you have cracked basement walls, seepage problems, uneven floors, or sticking doors? Avalon is Western Canada's oldest and largest foundation repair company. Because Avalon repairs more basements than any other company, you shouldn't even think about having your basement repaired without talking to Avalon first. Call the people you can trust at 783-2500.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't call tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley Case for Kids program by pledging $1 amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning, and the Goldeyes have a little work to do. 3-0 for the Birds here as the Canaries get 3 runs on 4 hits. Tyler Graham to lead it off, followed by Kevin Mosquite and Ray Sadler. After that, it's the DH Skoma, Harther, Mazzola, and then Lentini, Allen, and Ramon. Again, Mitchell Clegg, 4-3 in the year. And Clegg with a 5.55 ERA. Good crowd here tonight on Shirt Off Our Backs night. Lucky fan wins a jersey off a player's back every inning. First pitch to Tyler Graham is a change of pace. It's in there for a strike. Defensively tonight for Sioux Falls, Kevin Dultz is doing the catching. Marcos Rodriguez is at first. The 0-1 is outside 1-1. Stephen King at second. Corey Morales at short. Jared Clark at third. Then Jake Taylor, Nick Van Straten, and Nate Bauman left to right in the outfield. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball off of the ankle of Clegg, and it kind of kicks out toward first base. It pulled Rodriguez off of the bag. He had to chase it down in right field. That's an infield single for Tyler Graham. If it doesn't hit Clegg, it bounces over the mound back up the box for a single, no doubt. But it goes off at a right angle, but it didn't go toward first base. It went wide of the bag, and it pulled Rodriguez off. And even if he comes off to grab it, now it's a foot race back to the bag. And I don't know that Rodriguez is going to win that one against Graham. So the Goldeyes get a man aboard, and here's Kevin Mosquite, who will stand in from the right-hand side. First pitch is in there for a strike. Again, Doltz is doing the catching for Sioux Falls. Rodriguez is over at first, holding on Graham. King at second, Morales at short, Clark at third. Taylor, Van Stratton, and Bauman left to right in the outfield. The 0-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Kevin Mosquite, this is game number 8 for him. Of course, his first here at home. But he rides a 7-game hitting streak into this one. He's hit safely in every Goldeye game that he's played so far. Batting .357. And he was 10 for 28 since joining the team. Pitch is just inside, 1-2. 3-0 Sioux Falls. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you got nothing to do, $5 gets you in the ballpark. Maybe win a jersey. 1-2, run on the move. Pitch is low. Throw down to second. Headford slide. And the throw is not in time. Stolen base for Tyler Graham. His 11th of the year. He's 11 of 13. And 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mosquite. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Mosquite, no homers, 1 driven in, but he's got a little pop in that bat, the 2-2. Fastball swung on, bounced out towards short, fielded by Morales. He throws to first, and they get Mosquite, but he moves the runner over to third with 1 away now. And the batter is Ray Sadler. And Ray on a 6-game hitting streak. And Sadler will step in from the right side, batting .240. With a team-leading 13 homers and 37 driven in. First pitch is in there for a strike. Sadler went 15 of 42 on that road trip. A .357 average. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. And it's quickly 0-2. Good hack there by Sadler on the left-hander. Ian Mitchell Clegg. Ray Sadler on Saturday night. The last game was 1 for 4, a double, an RBI. The pitch. Breaking ball just a little bit low and off the table. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sadler against left-handers, batting .286. 1-2, swing and a miss. And the bottom fell right out of that off-speed pitch. And Sadler will go down waving. First strikeout for Mitchell Clegg tonight. And there's 2 away for Ryan Skoma. Well, Ryan Skoma might be the Goldeyes' best offensive player right now. Hitting .331, and that average leads the team. He's got the best on-base percentage, .435, first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And that also happens to be 3rd in the league. He's 9th in league batting. A homer and 29 driven in. The 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away, runner at third. 3-0 Sioux Falls. And Skoma with hits in 6 of his last 7. He was 10 of 36 on that road trip. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball right back up the middle for a base hit. And in trotting easily is Tyler Graham with the Goldeyes' first run. RBI single for Ryan Skoma. Up in the on-base percentage. His 30th run batted of the year. And it's 3-1 for Sioux Falls. And the batter is Casey Arthur. And Arthur will stand in from the right side, all of a sudden representing the potential tying run against the guy that's given up 5 homers. First pitch is inside, ball 1. So Ryan Skoma, RBI single. And the Goldeyes are on the board, 3-1, Sioux Falls in front. And the 1-0. Change up, swung on, foul back. The ball and a strike. Arthur hitting .296, 8 home runs, 34 driven in. He was 9 of 42 on the road trip, a .214 average. But he did have 2 home runs. Both of them came in Rockland. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leg comes set, and the pitch. Fastball's low, got away from the catcher, taking off for second. Here comes the throw, it won't be in time. Ball got away from that home plate cutout circle. Dulce picked it up, the catcher fired, but Ryan Skoma was there 2 strides ahead of the ball getting there, and Skoma will advance to second on a wild pitch. And on the count 2-1 on Casey Arthur. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and that is looped out toward third. Caught there by Clark. I guess he must have taken it on 1 hop because he throws to first anyway to get Arthur just to be sure. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the first inning. They get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. At the end of 1, Sioux Falls 3, Winnipeg 1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Do you know where all your food comes from? Eating local is easy. At the Carver's Knife, all of the meat they sell comes from local Manitoba meat producers. Tender, aged beef, quality pork, and chicken. The Carver's Knife offers the finest meat products Manitoba has to offer. Because quality matters. It has to be the Carver's Knife. Supporting local farmers. 1530 Regent Avenue West and 39 Marion Street in the Dominion Center Mall.
Greenwood Inn and Suites. They come by their name honestly. Greenwood is one of the few Winnipeg Airport hotels awarded a 4-key eco rating. Their strong commitment to our environment extends to creating the most comfortable home away from home for their guests. Special group room rates, 8,000 square feet of meeting space, on-site pool, hot tub, steam room, restaurant, and lounge, plus complimentary airport shuttle service, parking, and more. Bring your special events home to the Greenwood Inn and Suites. GreenwoodWinnipeg.com.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know a water saver shower head could save you as much as 50 liters of hot water during one 10-minute shower? And that a leaky hot water faucet in your home could be wasting enough energy to heat more than 10,000 liters a year? That's 40,000 glasses of water. Install a water saver shower head and fix leaky faucets. The savings will really add up. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
Your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca. Now, back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
Top of 2, Kevin Dalton, the catcher, Stephen King, and then Nick Van Stratton, 8-9-1. For Sioux Falls, they lead at 3-1. Matt Rush works into his second inning. Glad to have you along tonight, wherever you might be. First pitch. Fastball wide, ball 1. Folks, dropping to Home Run Sports. Still at Signory Boulevard, Bishop Grandin. Entered to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. 1-0 pitch. He's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package, courtesy of Easton Sports. 1-1. Here's a change of pace outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. But you need to hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. You won't hear it anywhere else. By the way, to enter, it's free. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 on Dulce. And afterward, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. You can do that in person or by calling 255-7687, area code 204. And ask for Scott. 2-2. Swung on, fouled away, right side. And if he's not there, ask for Carlin. And if she's not there, ask for Hammer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Dulce. Swung on, fouled off the mask of Luis Allen. And we do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, no home runs for the Goldeyes on Saturday night. So no winners here tonight on the Home Run Sports home run inning. But maybe tonight for tomorrow night. Game 2 of this series. It goes at 7:05, back on the air at 6:30. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. Get ready for your game. The 2-2. Breaking ball swung on, and it's hit back to Rush. He climbed the ladder. It went in and out of his glove and pops out and bounces back in behind the mound. And Kevin Dulce will have an infield single. So a comebacker, and Rush left, and he had it, but never squeezed it. Might have went off the heel of the glove. And that's the second infield single here tonight. Goldeyes had one, and now a leadoff infield single for Kevin Dulce, and here's Stephen King. Fifth hit in the game already for Sioux Falls. They lead at 3-1. We're in the top of the second. And Rush will come set. First pitch to King. Fastballs inside, ball 1. Another shout-out here tonight. Happy 51st birthday to Doris Neufeld. This is a great story here. 1 ball, no strikes. On the pitch. Fastball's low, 2-0. Doris is a longtime Goldeye fan. Attends many games. She was here during the beginning of July when the Railcats were here. Swept Winnipeg, of course, in 4. But she won some Les Miserables performance tickets. Pitches bounced down the third base line. And it's foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. So she's taken in the performance, the theater performance tonight. But she is listening to the Goldeyes game. How do you do that? Anyway, it's her 51st birthday. She's missing the Goldeyes game. We wanted to give her a shout-out tonight, so happy birthday, Doris, and we'll see you tomorrow night. The 2-1. Swung on, fouled back, and it's 2-2. By the way, she wants Amos Ramon's jersey. But I think you have to be here to actually win it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Stephen King, hitting 200 right on the button. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away right side. And that gets into the seats for a souvenir. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Stephen King. A 200 average, but a New York Times bestseller. A homer and 8 driven in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rush comes set. Nobody out. Runner at first. The pitch is inside. It hit him. Came inside and it hit him. And Stephen King will go down to first base. Hit by a pitch. And there's 2 on. And nobody out. Back to the top of the order and Nick Van Stratton. This Stephen King, by the way, is not the same Stephen King, obviously. He hails from Orlando, Florida. Not Massachusetts. Here's Van Stratton, 1 for 1, a run scored. Best hitter on this team. He's going to show bunt. And everybody crashing. Now he'll pull back and swing away and foul it right at home plate for strike 1. Van Stratton is the 4th best on-base percentage in the league at .415. He is 2nd in runs scored with 58. He is the 3rd best batting average in the league at .360. Strike 1 on him. Corners are still, at least Casey over at first is on the grass. The 0-1 showing bunt and pushing up the third base line It's picked up there by Rush. He throws to first where Mesquite is covering. And the sacrifice is complete for Van Stratton. It goes 1-4. There's one away. Doltz over to third, King up to second, and the batter, Corey Morales. 3-1 Sioux Falls, and they're threatening again here in the top of the second inning. Over 6,000 people here tonight. First pitch. Fastball missed inside, ball one. 6,147. 61-47. Might be the earliest on record we've ever received the attendance. 1-0. Change up in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Morales 1 for 1 tonight, batting .269. Goldeyes playing the infield back. If they get a ground ball, they'll let the run score and exchange it for an out. Already trailing 3-1. 1-1. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Fielded there by Mazzola. He throws to first, and just like that, a run will score as Doltz will score from third. Stephen King holds at second. It's an RBI for Morales, his 26th, and it's the second out of the inning. And the batter now, Marcos Rodriguez. So 4-1, Sioux Falls. And Marcos Rodriguez will step in from the left side. And Rodriguez 0 for 1 with an RBI. Hit into a fielder's choice. First pitch is low and inside, ball one. Wind is picked up now. It's blowing from right to left. And it's pretty steady than the 7 or 8 clicks we quoted you at as we got underway tonight. 7 kilometers per hour west-northwest. 1-0. Swung on, hit out to right field. Sadler's there, a couple of steps toward the gap, makes the catch, and that's it for Sioux Falls. But they regain a 3-run lead. They get a run on a hit and lead one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We'll play some trivia when we come back after an inning and a half. It's 4-1 Sioux Falls on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Now, more than ever, Metro Center gets you where you need to go. Winnipeg store for all things trailer now offers Air Miles Reward Miles and truck accessories. So, whenever you come to Metro Center for trailers, parts, hitches, and more, you can also earn Air Miles Reward Miles. Get where you need to go with over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, and trailer service at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
Bottom of inning number 2, Josh Mazzola to lead it off. It is 4-1 for Sioux Falls, a 3-run lead. 3 in the first, 1 in the top of this second. Goldeyes getting 1 in the first. And trailing by 3, Mazzola, Lentini, and Allen. 6, 7, and 8 against Mitchell Clegg. Left-hander. And Mazzola 1 for 4 with a double, a couple of strikeouts on Saturday night, hitting .286. First pitch is outside, ball one. He rides a 5-game hitting streak into this one, though. And the 1-0 is low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. He was 16 of 43 on the road trip, a 372 average. The 2-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Took that fastball all the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Change-up is in there for a strike at 2-2. And some of the grandstand umpires didn't like that. Thought it was a little low. 2-2. And the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, broken bat, bounced out to short, fielded by Morales. Running pickup and a throw to first, and Mazzola is out number 1. Let's play trivia here in the bottom of the second. And the trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. Contest open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. Up for grabs a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. You'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. First pitch to Lentini. Low and inside, ball 1. And the number to call if you think you know the answer, 204-780-1290. 1-0 is outside on back-to-back changeups. 2 balls and no strikes. Lentini also in a 5-game hitting streak. He was 12 for 39 in the Can-Am League. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 2-1. A 308 average. And the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, pulled down that left field line, fair ball. And it's going to bounce toward the wall, extra bases for Lentini. And he will stride to second and be in there with a 1-out double. And it's now a 6-game hitting streak. And the batter, Luis Allen. Question tonight on trivia is this. Who was the first major league player to introduce the batting glove as a piece of hitting equipment? Who was the first major league player to introduce the batting glove as a piece of hitting equipment? 204-780-1290 if you think you know the answer. Here's Louis Allen. First pitch, runner on the move from second to third. Throw down to third, not in time. Head first slide, Lentini steals as well. Goldeyes have stolen a couple bases tonight, and now with 1 away, a runner at third base. And Allen took strike 1 on that as he took the pitch. And Luis, batting .303, stands back in from the right side. Shadows are over home plate, over the mound, and just a strip it short and in towards center field of Sunshine. The 0-1. Swung on. That's hit out toward left field. Jake Taylor toward the line. He'll make the catch. Lentini's going to tag. Here comes the throw. Here comes the plate. Lentini slides around Dult and gets his right hand on top of home plate to score the second run. Great slide by Phelan. Sack fly by Allen, his 27th run batted into the year, and it's 4-2, Sioux Falls. And here's Amos Ramon. So the Goldeyes test the arm of Jake Taylor, win the battle, and how about Lentini pretty much doing everything to score that second run, 4-2 Canaries. First pitch to Amos is on the outside edge for a strike. Amos was 0 for 2, drove in a run on Saturday night. The 0-1 is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hitting .249 on the year. He has scuffled a little bit, probably glad to be out of Quebec and New York. 1-1. Swung on, lifted out toward left field. Jake Taylor toward the line. He'll make the catch. And that is it for Winnipeg in the bottom of inning number 2. They get a run on a hit. Don't leave anybody. We'll go to the third. 4-2 in favor of Sioux Falls on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
Excuse me, it's my first day. Where's the copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Rico!
Okay.
Since Milne Office Systems tailored a Rico document management solution to our office, we've all been a little sensitive about our Rico.
The print quality's amazing.
The training from Milne was first class.
It's totally reliable, and we're saving money every month. So don't call it a copier.
It's a Rico!
Rico, the leading edge of business technology. Made easy by Milne Office Systems. Online at milneoffice.com.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are back in action. And as official sponsors, Don's Photo and Canon are sending you to the sidelines as the team's official fan photographer. Capture the blue and gold from the field using the latest equipment provided by Canon, like the all-new Canon Rebel T5i. Its easy-to-use functions, stunning image quality, and DSLR features make the Canon Rebel T5i the best camera on the field. Get in on the action with your Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the all-new Canon Rebel T5i. Enter in-store at any Manitoba Don's Photo location to win. Visit BlueBombers.com for details.
The stats, the stories, and every swing for the fences. It's Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Top of the third, 4-2 Sioux Falls. It's Jared Clark, Tim Pahuda, and Jake Taylor, heart of the order, stepping up for the Birds. Against Matt Rush. First pitch. Slider swung on and missed. That was a beauty. Strike one. Clark tonight, a double and a run scored. Sioux Falls 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Goldeyes with singletons in the first and second. The 0-1 is a fastball that's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. There has not been a zero thrown up in any half inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. We got a winner on trivia, by the way. Winner of the answer coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Lots of calls. Thanks for playing along. The 2-1 fastball is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Jerry Clark batting .224. Right-handed batter. Fans trying to help out. 2-1 is high. Ball 4. Actually, the 3-1. First walk issued, and the leadoff man has been aboard in all 3 innings here for Sioux Falls, and Tim Pahuda, the batter. Goldeyes trailing by a score of 4-2. And Rush goes to work from the stretch. First pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Oh, a few more hellos. Hi, Gabe. How are you tonight? Fabian down there. Rocky down there. Good to be home. That was a long road trip. Nothing in 1 here to Pahuda. The pitch is low, 1-1. (4-2) Sioux Falls. 4 runs on 5 hits on the Culligan in-game line score. 2 runs on 3 hits. For Winnipeg, the pitch swung on, fouled away left side. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. 4 and 5 here for Sioux Falls, 2 and 3 for Winnipeg. In-game line score brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water, locally owned and operated since 1956. Serving Winnipeg and surrounding area. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. 1-2 pitch. Change up, swung on, bounced out to first. Fair ball, fielded by Harther. Steps on first for one, throws to second. Off the bag comes Mazzola, and he'll apply a tag on Clark for the double play. It goes 3-6 on the double play. And the Goldeyes get just exactly what they needed. So 2 down, nobody on, and Jake Taylor the batter. And Taylor, an RBI single tonight. First pitch. Fastball wide, ball 1. Let's have a look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Other leagues, other cities, the 1-0. Swung on and lined back up the middle for a base hit. And Jake Taylor's 2 for 2 tonight. And that's hit number 6 off of Matt Rush. In the American League tonight, Boston leading Tampa Bay 2-1, although Will Myers has a home run his 5th. Boy, Tampa Bay heating up. Maybe Joe Madden might be one of the best managers in baseball today. Of course, you always look good when your team is hot. Well, they've just quietly gone about their business, have the Rays over the last several years. First pitch is inside, ball 1 to Nate Bauman. Struck out his first trip. New York Yankees lead Texas 1-0 in the 3rd. And the Yankees are said to be interested on reacquiring. 1-0. Swung on, fouled back. And it's 1-1. Chicago Cubs outfielder Alfonso Soriano, who played with the Yankees from 99 to 2003. And I'm sure the Cubs would love to rid themselves of that contract. They've been talking about that contract for 4 years in Chicago. Because while Soriano can hit some home runs, he can't play defense. And he'd be a real good DH with the Yankees. The 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Detroit and the Chicago White Sox are scoreless in the 2nd. Kansas City leads Baltimore 1-0. By the way, Baltimore acquired Francisco Rodriguez from the Brewers tonight to bolster their pitching staff. The pitch swung on and fell back, and it's 2-2. So Milwaukee divesting themselves of a pretty good arm. And Baltimore is said to be in the market for arms. Ended up losing out on the Matt Garza sweepstakes, but get K-Rod. Rush will come set 2-2 to Bauman. And the pitch, runner on the move. Pitch is outside, throw from the knees, and it's in another glove of Mosquite. And Taylor has his 9th stolen base of the year with 2 away, runner at second. Houston and Oakland are tied at 1. That's in the 2nd. And coming up at 9:05 tonight in the American League, Minnesota at Los Angeles. Kyle Gibson 2-2 for the Twins. Tommy Hanson 4-2 for the Halos. 9:10 tonight, Cleveland at Seattle. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. Big strikeout for Matt Rush. Second one of the night. 2.5 are in the books. More importantly, the Goldeyes throw up a 0 on Sioux Falls. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of 3, 4-2 for the Canaries on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Now, I'm not afraid to take risks under the perfect ideal conditions, but when it comes to pizza, I'll stick with Santa Lucia Pizza. Why risk getting anything less than Santa Lucia, voted best pizza in Winnipeg by Uptown Magazine readers for 6 straight years, and winner of the Consumer Choice Award for Best Pizza Restaurant for 7 years? I mean, after all, This is pizza we're talking about.
Don't risk ordinary pizza. Get Winnipeg's best at Santa Lucia Pizza. Dine in, take out, or home delivery.
You see, the best ingredients make the best pizza.
Like it? Love it! South Beach Casino and Resort is taking surf and turf to a whole new level. Start with surf on Thursday nights. Get ready for a taste of the sea with Manitoba's finest seafood feast buffet. Just $19.95. Grab a seat at Mango's restaurant and dig in. On to turf. Saturday night, it's all about the prime rib. Enjoy this mouth-watering buffet for just $19.95. Don't miss this surf and turf adventure at South Beach Casino and Resort. For details, visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. 4-2. Is the score for Sioux Falls. Tyler Graham to lead it off, followed by Kevin Mosquite and Ray Sadler. Against Mitchell Clegg. First pitch is in there for a strike. Cleveland tonight, 9-10 at Seattle. Zach McAllister, 4-5 for the Indians. 1-0. Swung on, bounce, left side, foul. And it's actually 0-2. Erasmo Rodriguez, no record starts for the Mariners. Interleague play tonight. Toronto leading the Dodgers 4-2 in the fifth. Mark DeRosa, home run for the Blue Jays, his sixth. Pitch is outside 1-2. And the Blue Jays had a players-only meeting today that lasted over an hour. Pitch. Swung on and missed. It was dropped there by Dulce, but he picks it up, steps into a throwing lane, and throws down to first base to get Tyler Graham, who strikes out, then a 2-3 put out. Second strikeout for Mitchell Clegg. One away here in the bottom of 3. I don't know, folks. I'm just not sure. I subscribe with Rick on this one. I'm just not so sure about player meetings. It seems to me that this is my take on player meetings. You've got to have sort of one voice in the player meeting, right? First pitch is outside, ball 1. Kind of to set the agenda. But if the team is struggling, everybody's struggling. Nobody's playing better than anybody else. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0. But by the nature of a player meeting, you've already established one guy's better than everybody else because he's conducting the meeting. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Now, I guess there is a few benefits. If guys have grievances with other guys, they have things they want to take up and get in the open, I guess you can have that bear pit session if you want. The 2-1. Swung on, chopped out towards short. To his left, Morales. Nice move there. And the shortstop up with it, over to first, and Mesquite is out number 2. And Ray Sadler the batter. And sometimes clearing the air works. But, I mean, when you're the Toronto Blue Jays, you know you've had injuries. You know you've had disappointment. You know you've had underachievers. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled away right side. But most importantly, you've obviously not had the right chemistry or the right skill set to be better than Tampa and Baltimore and the Yankees. And more importantly right now, the Red Sox. The 0-1. Breaking ball is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just by the length of the meeting, I guess they had a lot to talk about because it was an hour. The 1-1. Missed inside, ball 2, 2-1. See, I always subscribe to this. Manage yourself so others don't have to. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and a 2-2. Now, having said that, around Camp Goldeye here, we've met for the sake of meeting at times. And when there's sandwiches and those deli pickles and some soft drinks, let's get at it. The 2-2. Breaking ball is outside, 3-2. But if there's no food, I'm not interested in meeting. I hope the Blue Jays had it catered today. The 3-2 swung on, line to center field, right at Van Stratton. I think he lost it for a second, but found it, and he'll make the catch. And the Goldeyes are done. 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of inning number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the fourth, 4-2, Sioux Falls on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
What should we bring to the lake for dinner tonight?
Something easy that we can throw in the cooler.
Turkey? Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Sounds good.
Really good.
Pick up a frozen Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast from your neighborhood Safeway store. Throw it in the cooler, and by the time you get to the lake, it's barbecue ready. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmers cooperative. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit grannys.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Raj, I'm thinking about the Samsung GS4. Also thinking Rogers.
Well, with Rogers, the Samsung Galaxy S4 is super fast because it's built for the speed of Rogers LTE Max, Canada's fastest and largest LTE Max network.
So when I was thinking Rogers...
You were right.
What's that, Raj?
You were...
Hang on. I'm going to put my wife on the line and hear this.
Get the Galaxy S4 built for Rogers LTE Max. Visit Rogers.com for details.
Thinking of getting the Samsung Galaxy S4 with LTE? Make the right choice and get it from Rogers.
First pitch to final call. Catch every minute of Goldeyes action on TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Bottom of the third inning. Kevin Doltz to lead it off, followed by Stephen King and Nick Van Stratton, 8-9-1 against Matt Roche, 4-2. Sioux Falls in front. We'll have a look at the National League out-of-town scoreboard here. Kevin Doltz, an infield single, a run scored. First pitch, swung on and fouled back over our heads. And out of play for strike one. And the bottom of the third is underway tonight. Seventh inning, Pittsburgh leading Washington 3-1 in D.C. Wilson Ramos has the only home run, his fifth for the Nats. The 0-1. Slider off a swing, didn't go. 1-1. Fifth inning, Cincinnati leading San Francisco 8-2. Some homers for the Reds in that one. Joey Votto was 16th. Zach Cozart is 8th. 1-1 pitch is just outside, 2-1. And Devin Mesoraco is 6th. In the fifth, Atlanta and the Mets are tied at 1 in New York. 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. And Drolton Simmons, his 10th home run for Atlanta to account for their lone run in that 1-1 tie with the Metropolitans. Simmons, supposed to be a light-hitting shortstop. 3-1 is outside, ball 4. And Doltz will draw a walk. Second straight inning that Matt Rush has walked the leadoff guy. It's the fourth straight inning that Sioux Falls has had the leadoff man aboard. Here's Stephen King. Simmons, one of those players known more for his glove than his offense, but he has 10 home runs for the Braves. San Diego in the second leads Milwaukee 1-0. If you just joined us, Milwaukee traded Francisco Rodriguez away to Baltimore tonight. First pitch, King showing bunt, and he popped it up. It goes back over the screen into the seat, strike one. St. Louis leading Philadelphia 1-0 in the third. Miami and Colorado are scoreless in the first. 8:40 tonight. Chicago Cubs at Arizona. Travis Wood 6-6 for the Cubs. Patrick Corbin 11-1 for the Diamondbacks. Pitch is low, showing bunt again though was King, who was hit by a pitch earlier on in the game tonight. His only other trip to the plate. The count moves to 1-1. 9:15 tonight. San Francisco is playing the back end of that doubleheader against Cincinnati. Pitch is popped up, and along the first base line, foul territory, Allen will make the catch. So Stephen King does not get the bunt down. It's a pop-up to the catcher, and there's one away. Dalton is still at first, and here's Nick Van Stratton. So, yeah, in Game 2 of the doubleheader tonight, San Francisco is hosting Cincinnati. Zito 4-7. Greg Reynolds for the Reds, his first start of the year. Now, they're playing it in San Fran, but it's Cincinnati's home game because they're making up a July 4th rainout in Cincy at Great American Ballpark. So Cincy tonight, if you're watching the game or following, it will be, as the pitch is in there for a strike to start Van Stratton off at 0-1. In San Francisco, but Cincinnati will have last bats in Game 2 tonight. American Association, St. Paul leading Fargo 3-0 in the second. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Wichita ahead of Amarillo 1-0 in the second. El Paso leading Grand Prairie 1-0 in the second. Gary and Sioux City are scoreless in the second. Sioux City 1-9 in their last 10. And Kansas City leading Laredo, down in Laredo, 2-0 in the first. Trois Riviere and Lincoln scoreless in the second, 0-2. Swung on and missed, and Van Stratton down on strikes. Strikeout number 3 for Matt Rush. And there's 2 away here in the top of the fourth. And here's Corey Morales, who's 1 for 2. Manitoba Junior Baseball. Both games at 7 o'clock tonight. Altona at Carillon. The Bisons lead that series 1-0 over the Sultans. And Altona won last night 7-0 in Carillon, which is Steinbach. Pitch in there for a strike. And Carillon, the Sultans, 2-time defending champs in the MJBL. But they lost last night to Altona. 0-1 to Morales, right-handed batter, the 0-1. Swung on, fouled away right side into a sky sweep. Look out. That's in there, and in there good for a souvenir. And Pembina Valley at Elmwood over at Koski Field. Pembina Valley leads that series 1-0. They won 3-0 last night to beat the Giants. So a couple of shutouts last night. 7-0 Altona over Carillon. 3-0 Pembina Valley over Elmwood. Pitch is swung on, bounced on the first base line, foul. Kind of a one-handed fillet there by Morales. 0-2. Big news, of course, Ryan Braun being suspended for the balance of the year by Major League Baseball. The pitch. Swung on, bounced out towards short. Picked up by Mazzola. He goes the easy route. And right to Mosquite covering second. Fielder's choice Morales. They get Dultz 6-4. Inning ends at second. And that is that for Sioux Falls in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Canaries lead the Goldeyes 4-2. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Did you know that water makes up more than half of your body weight? Every cell, tissue, and organ in your body needs water to maintain its temperature, remove waste, and lubricate joints. Culligan's filtered bottled water delivered right to your door is the best choice for hydration.
Call or click today to find out how you can win tickets to a Winnipeg Goldeyes game. We're giving away a pair every week. Just call 204-694-5180 or visit drinkculligan.com. Culligan, better water, pure and simple. Limited time offer. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for details.
Swung on high, and deep it goes to left, way back, goal!
Get your Goldeyes tickets before they're gone and catch the Goldeyes live at beautiful Shaw Park. Tickets for individual games, group outings, and Sky Suites are on sale now. Come celebrate with us.
Oh my, in downtown!
To learn more about the Goldeyes exciting promotional schedule for the Goldeyes 20th season, visit goldeyes.com.
You're going to thrive in a big way at the Collegiate on the University of Winnipeg campus, Canada's only high school at university. I'm Julia, a grade 9 student, and I chose the Collegiate because it's a great place to be who you are, make friends, and connect with teachers who treat you like an individual. Attending the Collegiate also prepares students in grades 9 to 12 for their transition to university. It's a decision I'm so glad I made. To learn more about the Collegiate at the University of Winnipeg, visit uwinnipeg.ca/collegiate.
And we go to the bottom of inning number 4. Winnipeg trailing 4-2. And Ryan Skoma, who's driven in a run tonight, will lead it off. Skoma, Arthur, Mazzola. Heart of the order against Mitchell Clegg. First pitch is in there for a strike. Well, I didn't find out about Ryan Braun being suspended until after the golf tournament last night. But I got to tell you, it didn't really shock me. As I said earlier on our flagship station, Hustler and Lawless had me on. Pitches inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan Braun really thumbed his nose at Major League Baseball when he had that positive test overturned, the 1-1. Is in there for a strike, 1 and 2. You know, it was the, see, I told you I didn't do it, I didn't do it. See, I told you I didn't do it. When, in fact, they had him dead to rights, but they just didn't handle the whole sample properly. 1-2. Breaking ball, swung on, popped up. Center field. And Ryan Skoma will be out. Number 1, Nick Van Straat makes an easy catch, and there's 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. You know, you got lucky. You got away on a technicality because I don't know whether they could find the appropriate courier, UPS, FedEx, Perolator. Somebody didn't work on Saturday. That's what they said, I guess, in the United States. And they couldn't get the sample up to Montreal, apparently. That's where they do all the testing. The pitch is swung on and ripped out to right. Well hit by Casey Arthur. Bauman at the warning track, and he'll reach up and make the catch for out number 2. And Casey Arthur put a charge into one the other way. First pitch swinging, but he flies out to the warning track, and there's 2 down for Josh Mazzola. And because of the pomposity, I think, of Ryan Braun, he was put on the radar screen, and somebody in that office said, boy, if we ever get a chance to get you, we're going to get you. And they did. And there's been no argument from Ryan Braun. There's been no argument here from the union. In fact, what I've read so far, the union has supported the decision to suspend him for the balance of the year. First pitch is in there for a strike to Josh Mazzola. And the 0-1. Swung on, that's cracked out to right center field. On the run again is Van Straten, still going back on the warning track, and he makes an over-the-shoulder basket catch. And the Goldeyes send 3 live balls out to the center field, right center and right center areas, and come away with nothing. 3 up, 3 down. But a little bit of life in those bats, and the Goldeyes may be starting to see Mitchell Clegg a little bit better here, but they go 1, 2, 3 in the 4th. We'll go to the 5th, 4-2, Sioux Falls, Goldeyes Radio Network.
Midtown Car Wash cleans your car inside and out and leaves your car sparkling. Their fresh water, quality products, and modern equipment provide customers the very best in auto cleaning, inside and out. For over 50 years, Midtown Car Wash has been dedicated to providing the best full-service vehicle cleaning by our friendly, experienced staff. For the very best in auto cleaning, visit Midtown Car Wash, 344 Gertrude Street at Donald.
If you love East Indian food and want to introduce your friends to it, bring them to the Clay Oven. They have the best butter chicken in town. Plus, the new Hakka menu features Indian Chinese fusion. First-timers will love exploring the flavors of our tally platters. Another fresh batch of naan bread is coming out of the oven right now. The Clay Oven, with 3 locations, including the brand new restaurant open year-round in the ballpark. Reserve your dinner party or game day seat on the patio at clayoven.ca.
It's furniture that has a story to tell. Discover the unrivaled character and craftsmanship only Manitoba Made can offer with Prairie Barnwood. Prairie Barnwood specializes in handcrafted furniture and decor made from dismantled barns from across the Canadian prairies. From mantels to countertops, furniture, even custom pieces, it's all made in Manitoba. See these one-of-a-kind works of art for yourself. Learn more about Manitoba Reclaimed Barnwood furniture today at prairiebarnwood.com.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball with Paul Edmonds on TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of the 5th inning, Marcos Rodriguez to lead it off, followed by Jared Clark and Tim Pahuda. 3-4-5 in the order against Matt Rush. 4-2 Sioux Falls. First pitch is a change-up the tie, ball 1. Rodriguez 0 for 2 tonight. He has driven in a run, and he scored a run. The difference in this one, a 3-run first here for Sioux Falls. The 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. We get to the top of the 5th. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome former Goldeye field manager for a decade, 10 years around here, and now retired semi-pro golfer. The pitch swung on and missed. 2-1. Hal Lanier, welcome.
Thanks, Paul. Great to be back here.
Absolutely. I got word that you were going to be in town and at the golf tournament when we were still on that back end of the road trip, and it was really good to see you and Pam yesterday, Hal. And I know I said it when we were kind of doing the speeches and stuff at the golf tournament. The 2-1 is on the outside edge for a strike, 2-2, and I mean this sincerely. I'll never forget this for however many days I have left in this game, but you taught me a lot about the game.
Well,
the 10 years that you were here.
Thank you very much. Thanks for putting up with me.
2-2 is just inside 3 balls and 2 strikes. And, you know, I think in a lot of respects, for a community that didn't have baseball, professional baseball, from 71 to 94, so 23 years, the payoff. Swung on, lifted out toward the gap. That might be trouble in left center. On the run, Graham not going to get there. He'll pick it up on a hop, turn and fire it back toward the infield. And Marcos Rodriguez has a leadoff double here, and it's 5 straight innings that the leadoff man's got aboard here, Hal, for Sioux Falls. You know, in a lot of respects, you were the right guy for the right time because you came in and your patience allowed people to ask questions. Sometimes what would be perceived now as being kind of very neophyte questions, maybe on the, and I know that I had a few of these, so I can say this stupid side about the game, but you were always patient with your answers, and I think that you kind of knew at some point that you were also educating people about the game here.
Well, that's what I tried to do, Paul. I mean, I enjoy coming back here all the time and seeing, you know, the games now and seeing some friends.
First pitch is in there for a strike to Jared Clark.
And the fans have always been very, you know, patient with me also, and had a lot of respect for them, and hopefully they had a lot of respect for me. And the 10 years I spent up here, I wouldn't take it for nothing.
0-1 here to Jared Clark. A double and a walk for him. Rush comes set the pitch. Is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. I know it probably was a little bit odd for you to come to the ballpark last year. I know you came to a game. It was your first time back. Today it seemed a little bit more of a fit. You were around the cage. You were talking with Rick. Did you have a good time today?
I had a great time. Last year, I had a great time also, but coming back here, you know, and seeing the ballpark, and it's in great shape. And
0-2 is just outside, 1-2.
And seeing the fans, you know, around where I was sitting, you know, said hello to me today, and really like to look at that banner in right field.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm very proud of Rick that he finally brought a championship here.
Well, a lot of people still talk about it, Hal, and I know that's the way that the league was set up. The 1-2 pitch is just a little bit low, 2-2. And we talked about it last night after the dinner was done, and that was in 99, 01, and 02, you had the best team in the Northern League, the Northern League Central. You went through 2 rounds of playoffs. You ended up beating teams like Fargo and Lincoln and Sioux City to get there, but yet you just couldn't get it done with the extra round of playoffs, which was, the old Northeast League, which became the Northern League East, and you got beaten as that pitch missed outside 3-2 to Jared Clark, to Albany Colony, and then New Jersey twice. But boy, you think back, it's not only about the 3 rings that you might have had, but you might have been the team of the decade with Baseball America, because you guys would have won 3 championships in 4 years. The payoff is swung on and bounced out toward third. To his left, Ramon up with it, and he throws to first, and they get Jared Clark on that ground ball, and Marcos Rodriguez moves over to third base, and there's one away. I mean, there was just more to it than just rings, wasn't there?
Well, it surely was, Paul. I think a lot of people forgot about, the Northern League merging with the Northeast League, and, I think back a lot about it. If they hadn't have done that, we'd have had 3 championships here, and that's what I really wanted to do when I came here, win a championship for the city and Sam and the ball club. And again, we just didn't get it done going to the other side, and I think we had the best teams every year, and something happened, whether it was hitting, relief pitching, or whatever.
First pitch to Tim Bahuta is high and away for ball 1. Okay, I even take you back, to 97 and the 5th and deciding game in Duluth. And I don't know, for me, how the Goldeyes have never played a 5th and deciding game in a championship since then. In any of the times that they've been in the championship series, pitches swung on and fouled back. I believe in 99 you lost in 4 to Albany. 2001 and 2002 you lost in 4, both those 2 years to New Jersey. The following year in 03 you got back to the finals again and you lost to Fargo in 4. So for me, losing in 5, there was something about that 97 team with all the players that were on it, some guys that went on to have great big league careers, Jeff Zimmerman being one, some other guys that you were kind of winding their career down. Terry Lee was another one. That was his last year with the Goldeyes. That one for me, and the feeling in Duluth, the experience, how they packed that place, it grew as the 3 games went along there. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is outside. Throw down to third. They're going to get him. No. Marcos Rodriguez just got back in time on that snap throw by Luis Allen. That was a beauty, Al.
It was. I thought he had him.
Rodriguez just got back at third base with that hand. The count 2-1 here to Tim Pahuta. For me, there was, yes, disappointment in 99 and 01 and 02, but there was sure a lot in 97 that year, because I think that, you had a heck of a team, Hal. I mean, the pitching staff, the offense, the middle infield, pitches swung on and fouled back. 2-time player of the year in the Northern League, and Terry Lee. I mean, that was heartbreak that night. I'll never forget it in Duluth in September.
It was. Rick and I talked about it last night and today. The 3-2 pitch to Chris Kokendo was about ankle high, and the umpire called it strike 3, and then Terry Lee, for the bases loaded, rolled into a double play. And again, we had some great players, great pitching, great hitting, great defense, and it was just a tough one right there.
2-2 is outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Did a lot of winning here. I looked at and I wrote about it on my column on the website. I talked about it on the air here probably about 3 weeks ago. Your winning percentage is almost 60 here. It's 59 and change, Al.
I know.
I mean, that's pretty extraordinary.
We had, 9 good years here, and you can't take that away.
3-2 has popped up a mile high back toward the screen. Luis Allen doffs the mask, and back halfway to the screen, the catcher makes the grab. There's 2 away, and Bahuta is retired with a runner at third base, and here's Jake Taylor.
We won a lot of games, and again, we got some good players, and they really went out and played hard. And as I look back at all the teams that we had, I think that 97 was one of the top ones.
One of your favorites, eh?
It was, really.
I would agree. Just for the cast of characters that you had, I mean, how about this? You came back to beat Fargo 3 straight games. You were down 0-2 in the series at home. You went down there and won 3 straight to win the series in the first round to meet Duluth. First pitch is a slider that's on the outside corner for a strike against Jake Taylor. I mean, that in of itself was pretty historic.
That's hard to do, to go down there in Fargo and win. And Doug had, good ball clubs every year. And again, to go down there down like we were and come back and win three in a row at their home ballpark was fantastic.
The 0-1 fastball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. To Jake Taylor, who's 2 for 2 here tonight. Oh, I remember 96 in a rain delay. You remember that in Fargo? And the fans were getting kind of rowdy. You got over there, and a few of them had to be ejected. This is just some of the highlights that I remember of sort of your tenure here, and the 97 team and losing to Duluth, and 98, that Fargo juggernaut team. The 0-2 was inside. Did it hit him? No, just missed. And you had George Smith going against Jeff Sparks in that game at the stadium where Sparks struck out 12 in 5 innings in relief. And you beat Fargo, and then in 99 you retooled, and you ended up you ended up winning the first half. I'll never forget that. Struggled in the second half, and then found the light switch in the playoffs to sweep through what was the Northern League Central. You remember that too in 99?
I do. We got hot at the end of the season, about the last 3 weeks of the season. We had good chemistry on that ball club, and we sat down and talked about it, and they came out and just won ball games. And, my hat's off to all the players that I had here. I had, like I said many times, I give them all the credit in the world. They have to go out there and catch and hit and throw the ball.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side, up to Mosquite, up with it, over to Furs. And it's the curse, as Nick Belmonte would say, of the leadoff double. No runs, a hit. It was a leadoff double by Marcos Rodriguez. He gets stranded at third. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. We're visiting with former Goldeye manager Hal Lanier back in town. We'll tell you why when we come back. 4-2 Sioux Falls on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Walby. The Snapper rear-engine riding mower is now over 50 years old. And to celebrate, Snapper is introducing all new models for 2013. That's right! The legendary Snapper rear-engine rider has been reinvented, designed with today's consumer in mind. The new Snapper rear-engine riders are now even easier to use, more comfortable to ride, and perform better than ever.
For a Snapper dealer near you to see the exciting new Snapper rear-engine riding mower, contact Yetmans Limited in Winnipeg.
Summer is all about fun on the patio, and the Pony Corral is ready. Grab some friends and head to any one of their 4 locations. Enjoy a frosty drink and one of their mouth-watering new half-pound patties. Try the Pony Burger, Golden Boy, famous Jimmy G's Mushroom Burger, or the 1-pound Big Fella. Wash it down with a Coke from a nostalgic Coca-Cola bottle. Classic food, classic times, proudly celebrating 25 years. Head to any of the Pony Corral's 4 locations and make it a great time on the Pony Patio.
Downtown Winnipeg is the place to be this summer. Get downtown and enjoy fun festivals, concerts, and tours. Catch a Goldeyes game, visit exceptional shopping and dining districts, get a taste for Winnipeg's distinct urban culture, and check out the Out to Lunch concert series with free music downtown every Wednesday at noon all summer long. For info on concert locations and other downtown events, visit downtownwinnipegbiz.com. Get down this summer. Downtown.
While we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, my name is Paul Edmonds along with Hal Lanier. It is 4-2 Sioux Falls. Lentini, Allen, and Ramon, 7, 8, and 9. And Mitchell Clegg works into his 5th. Difference, a 3-run first here. First pitch to Lentini is outside, ball 1. I know you remember Phelan, of course, when he entered the league in 2005, your last year here. And he was just a great player with Calgary. Then he went to Gary and won a championship with them that year in a trade. And then you saw him as he's taking a ball on a strike here. Then you saw him when you managed in 06 and 07 in Joliet as a member of the Goldeyes. 35 years old, Hal, and still playing as strongly as he is. Pitching there for a strike, a double, a run scored, stolen base tonight. Hitting .285, 6 homers, 25 driven in, 12 stolen bases. And the 12 steals leads the team. 1 ball, 2 strikes the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that is strikeout number 3 here from Mitchell Clegg, as the bottom dropped right out of that as well. There's 1 away for Luis Allen. Okay.
Lentini is a good ball player. You know, like you said, I saw him a few years in Calgary and some other places, but he knows how to play the game. He still has his speed, even though he's getting a little bit older. But again, he's a very fine ball player for this league.
Here's Luis Allen. Sack fly here tonight, so no official at bat. I've got to ask you, you've been around the game going back to when you were a kid and your dad was dragging you to ballparks as he was a player, whether that was in the United States or in Mexico. And now Clegg will step off. And through all these decades, all these great players that you've either managed, coached, or played with or against, first pitch is in there for a strike. So Ryan Braun gets popped yesterday for the rest of the season. And I said earlier tonight, and you can agree or disagree, and the 0-1 swung on in line to right field. That'll drop for a base hit. If he was a little bit more contrite, if he took a little bit more responsibility, if he didn't thumb his nose at Major League Baseball, if he was maybe a little more cooperative in the hearings that they had or the meetings to find out what was going on, he might not be looking at this. But the fact that he was pretty arrogant about the test in 2011 that he got away with, because he obviously had failed, I think they were looking for him. Hal, would you agree?
I think they were looking for him, but again, I think he brought a lot of this on himself.
Sure. Here's Amos Ramon. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike.
And he's not going to be the last one either.
No.
I can tell you
I think
that.
they're coming for A-Rod next.
Oh, yeah, probably about 15 more.
0-1 to Amos Ramon, who's 0 for 1 here tonight. 4-2 in favor of Sioux Falls. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and the throw goes over to first. I have to believe, and I truly believe this, and I guess because I read a lot and I want to believe it, I don't think the use of performance-enhancing drugs in the game, the 0-1, swung on and fouled away right side, and it's 0-2, and Amos kind of comes out of that right side batter's box limping a little bit. I don't think the use of it is what it was since baseball's cracked down on it. But there are still some guys that are trying to circumvent the rules, but I think the percentage has dropped.
I think it has too, Paul. I agree with you 100%.
The 0-2 runner on the move, pitch is swung on, bounce left side foul. And Luis Allen has to get back to first base. Now, there's always going to be somebody trying to build a better mousetrap, right? And that is, what I mean by that is cheat and get an upper hand. So until we can find utopia at zero usage by anybody, which I don't know that is conceivable, but that's what the target is, the 0-2, breaking ball, bounce left side, foul again, that we're probably going to sort of always deal with this story, but what you're trying to do is deal with it less and less and less as the years go along.
I think you're right, Paul. I think it's down, but I still think a lot of people are still using it.
Different types of it.
Right.
And the throw goes over to first, and Allen, who is 4 for 5 of the base paths, back in time. 1 out, 1 on. Goldeyes trailing by 2. We're in the bottom of 5. Pretty good at bat here by Amos Ramon. He's fouled off a couple of pitches, but he's down and in a hole at 0-2. Mitchell Clegg, the left-hander, comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and missed in a high fastball, and Amos down on strikes. 4 strikeouts for Clegg. Back to the top of the order in Tyler Graham. While there was some quotes today by some of the players in the game, Skip Schumacher of the Dodgers said, "Watching him right now makes me sick," quote unquote. "I have an autographed Braun jersey in my baseball room that I'll be taking down. I don't want my son identifying what I've worked so hard to get to and worked so hard to have. I don't want him comparing Braun to me." First pitch is low, ball 1. Jason Bay watched the announcement on television just like everybody else. Quote, "I think for me, what makes me mad, basically, it just kind of kills all the credibility of anybody," meaning everybody. Once one guy gets caught, everybody thinks that everybody's using it. A bunt laid up the third base line, but foul by Graham. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And he's right, as Jason Bay. It gives everybody a bad name.
It does. And again, I think Braun was very, very fortunate just to get 65 games.
Yes.
I thought that they would have given a lot worse than just 65 games. So I think he's pretty fortunate to get away with that.
Well, essentially, it's his first positive test, okay, that they've been able to ratify, I guess. First pitch is outside after the bunt attempt, and it's 2-1. In the bottom of the story, it said Braun was one of more than a dozen players targeted by MLB. He's the first one they went after, though. The 2-1 is outside 3-1 and have suspended. And because he didn't necessarily have a suspension beforehand because of the improprieties in the test, I guess, that they don't can him for the 50. They kind of go in between somewhere, the 50 to 100. Pitch is swung on with the runner on the move, and it's bounced foul, 3-2. Now they're after Alex Rodriguez, and there's a bunch of others, as Hal did mention, all based on this Biogenesis of America, which is now closed, and it's an anti-aging clinic down in Miami. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Graham 1 for 2 tonight. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, ground ball down the third base line. Picked up behind the bag by Clark, and he dropped it as he picked it up. He knocked it down. It'll be an infield single basically for Tyler Graham. Nowhere to go for Clark. And Luis Allen safely at second base. And now Kevin Mosquito will step up with 2 out and 2 on. This was a warning, loud and clear to the rest, that might have escaped any suspicion. But I think that this one came down today, and Major League Baseball said, I don't care who you are, how many home runs you've hit, what your name is on the back of your jersey. If you're using and we catch you, you will be suspended. Here's Mosquito. First pitch is swung on and fouled away right side for strike 1.
I think they put their cards on the table.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball, and said, like you said, if we catch you, no matter who you are, you're going to get suspended. And, it might be more than just 65 games for some players if they've been caught before.
0-1 to Kevin Mosquito. 4-2 Sioux Falls, bottom 5, 2 out, 2 on. The pitch. Breaking ball is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. I do think the game is very healthy, Hal. You would have a little bit more of a reading on the temperature of the game, certainly living in the United States. I think that the general fan base would applaud this. The 1-1 swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Maybe not some in Milwaukee necessarily because their star players out, but I think generally fans of the game applaud what Major League Baseball has done.
I think they do. I think they back it. They understand what has happened and what is going on. And again, I think baseball is in great situation right now, and especially putting their foot down and making suspensions.
1-2. Breaking ball is low and inside, 2-2. Okay, so what are you doing these days? How's the golf game?
The golf game is getting better and better. I'm playing too much golf, really, down in Florida. My wife, Pam, took it up 2.5 years ago, and I guess I created it, and she wants to play almost every day. We play like 6 days a week down there. I don't play every 6 days, but I probably play 4 days a week with her. So we're having a lot of fun. We're up here for probably at least another 2 weeks, and her family lives up here, and we have grandkids up here who we're staying with, and it's just a pleasure coming back here.
2-2 is swung on and fouled away right side. And on a play. Well, a lot of people may or may not know this, but you met Pam in 1996, your first year here, and she floated right down with you to Florida there. You guys got married, and, the rest is history. She still has family up here, and you guys have come back to visit, and obviously that's a nice treat for you to come back up and enjoy a little bit of the cooler weather. It's not that heat and humidity you'll get down in Florida this time of year either, so I'm sure that's a nice reprieve. 2-2. Swung on and fouled back by Mosquito, who's having a real good look here at Mitchell Clegg. Now, I had heard that you were supposed to get a job in like Yuma this year, were you not?
Yes, it was in that Western League or whatever it was going to be called. And I had my doubts about it. I did sign a contract with Yuma, Arizona, but the league never got off the ground. And
okay. 2-2. Swung on, ground ball back up the middle to his right, a backhanded pickup by King, and he will get the second, stepping on the base there and forcing out Tyler Graham. It was bang, bang. Graham thought that he might have been saved, but the inning ends at second. Hold that thought, Hal. I want to talk a little bit about Yuma, Arizona. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for Winnipeg. We'll go to the 6th. Through 5, 4-2, Sioux Falls on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Is this the year you catch the big one? It could be if you got the right bait and tackle from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's exclusive pro shop. Rods, reels, GPS, fish finders, trolling motors, you name it, Pro-Am's got it. And the price is right. Service is exceptional, and they have the only live bait tank in town. So make this the year you haul in more than ever before with a little help from Pro-Am Tackle. Winnipeg's premier bait shop, 1094 Nairn Avenue.
Do you have a plan to escape winter this year? How about an Air Canada vacations trip with endless sunny skies, pristine white sand beaches, warm turquoise water, friendly people, zesty food, and music that really gets you moving? Plan the perfect escape this winter to the Grand Bahia Principe all-inclusive resort with Air Canada Vacations. Direct flights from Winnipeg to Montego Bay, Jamaica all winter long. Start planning your getaway today at aircanadavacations.com. CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 6th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in Winnipeg for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, home of your Winnipeg Goldeyes, will host the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run, or to make a donation, go online to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in on Sunday, October 6th at Shaw Park.
Your fielder's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the 6th inning. 4-2 Sioux Falls in front. It's Nate Bauman, Kevin Doltz, and Stephen King. 7, 8, and 9 due up here against Matt Rush for the Canaries. They lead it 4-2. The difference, a 3-run first inning. My guest is Hal Lanier, former Goldeyes manager and mentor to the current Goldeyes manager. Here's Nate Bauman, 0 for 2 tonight. If you don't know the steps that Hal took after leaving Winnipeg, it was a couple of years in Joliet. First pitch to Bauman, showed bunt, pulled back, took a strike. Good slider there in the outside corner, and it's nothing to one. And then you were in Normal, Illinois with the Corn Belters in the Frontier League, what, for 3?
For 2 years. I was in Sussex in the Can-Am League.
That's
for 2
right.
years.
Yeah, you were over in Sussex as well. Sussex, you won a championship there. Pitches in there for a strike, nothing in 2.
2008. We're the last team to beat Quebec out of it.
Yeah, I guess so. That's right.
We played Quebec in the championship, and Pat Scalabrini, of course, who played for me here, great ball player. He's done a great job managing in Quebec. He's won like 4 championships in a row.
0-2 is outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I forgot about that. So it was a couple of years in Joliet. Then you went to Sussex, New York, correct?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
For 2 years.
For 2 years. That franchise doesn't exist anymore. You won a championship there. And then you went down to Normal.
Right.
Illinois for a couple of years in the Frontier League. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Nate Bauman. The pitch swung on and looped into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. And Nate Bauman, after striking out twice, has produced the 6th straight inning where the leadoff man has gotten aboard. Now the batter is Kevin Doltz. Was 1 for 1 with a walk. So then you were out of the game for a year or 2, and then you thought you were going to get back in Yuma, Arizona with this league out west, and you signed the contract, and when did you know it wasn't going to happen?
Probably about a month after I signed the contract, Paul, during the wintertime before I even went out there. But they did announce that I was going to be the manager and had all intent of going out there and honoring that contract.
And a bunt is pushed back toward the screen and into it. Foul, strike 1.
But the league just never had that many teams in the league. It was only 4. And I had a little suspicious that it wasn't going to get off the ground. So I really didn't get my hopes up real high, but I still, enjoy the game. I go on the internet every morning, having my coffee, and see what the Goldeyes have done, see what Normal has done, and,
Sure.
Look at all the leagues, the Can-Am League and everything else. So hopefully something will turn up maybe next year. If it doesn't, maybe my golf game can say the same.
We're over to first base. So, that's obviously my next pressing question, and that is, are you still interested in managing in the game?
I would. I tried to get something again this year.
And a bunt pushed up the first base line, picked up by Arthur. He's going to have to underhand it to Mosquite, covering first as Arthur crashed in, and Doltz a good bunt up the first base line. Sacrifice is complete. It goes 3-4. And there's one down as Bauman gets up to second base, and here's Stephen King. So you'll look around, you'll market yourself, and you'll see what's available.
Well, that's all you can do in this game. I miss it. I can't say that I don't miss it, because I do. It's always in my blood. And, again, it's great coming back up here to Winnipeg and coming to the games and seeing the fans and seeing Rick and seeing you, of course, and watching, the Goldeyes win ball games.
And a step off by Rush. Just out of curiosity, tonight when you're wandering around the stand, how many fans would come up to you? Would you get 10? Would you get 20? Would you get 30?
I've had probably about 15. I had a gentleman come down to the seats I was sitting in, and he was from Houston.
Oh.
So he was a big Houston Astro fan. And
runner on the move from second to third. Throw down to third is in time. Caught stealing is Nate Bauman. Good throw by Luis Allen. Goes 2-5. Bang, bang play. Goldeyes might have got the call, and the pitch is ball one to Stephen King. And King 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch. So you had a guy that's here watching the game from Houston that remembers you managing the Astros, not managing the Goldeyes. That's
right.
Pretty incredible.
I know. I think he lives up here now, though.
Okay.
And again, I don't know if he was around when I was in Winnipeg or not, but it was nice, seeing the people and saying hello to some of the fans that I remember here. And again, there's a lot of them. I look in the stands and see people that I recognized when I was managing here.
1-1. There's a slider in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. You want to talk about this game a little bit tonight? What do you see?
Well, I like the ball club that Rick has put on the field and everything. And again, I think Matt has given up, 8 hits. But again, the first 3 innings, it had given up 6 hits, and only 2 balls had been hit good with any authority at all. And again, he broke 2 bats, and they got base hits. So he's keeping the ball club in the game, even though he's giving up some leadoff base hits and people getting on. But they're only down by 2 runs. So hopefully, Winnipeg can come back and get some runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Stephen King. And Rush will come set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. Good breaking ball, and that is that here in the top of the 6th for Sioux Falls. 4 strikeouts for Matt Rush. No runs, a hit, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. One more half inning with Hal Lanier. When we come back, 4-2, Sioux Falls in front of the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
In the competitive world of aluminum fishing boats, the bar has been raised again. Introducing the new aluminum Kingfisher Revolution with exclusive pre-flex hull technology that delivers super strong construction, increased performance, and load handling without extra weight. It's the perfect combination for the weekend angler or fishing fanatic. Discover these revolutionary boats at kingfisherboats.com or give Girton Equipment a call at 1-800-619-0614. Kingfisher. Fish the good times. When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walked through the door?
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what we do at Sonova Credit Union. Our DOG, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all our members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
He's not Director of Appointments, just greetings. But at Sonova, you don't need an appointment ever.
So I can just walk in and...
Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of our 11 branches throughout Manitoba.
And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Glad to have you along. 4-2 Sioux Falls. Ray Sadler, Ryan Scoma, the DH, Casey Harther. Hitters 3, 4, and 5. Pitch count here. Mitchell Clegg, who works into his 6th, is at 78. Matt Rush at 106. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. My guest is Hal Lanier. Ray Sadler, 0 for 2. Hal giving us his thoughts on the game. Well, at some point, though, you can't keep flirting with disaster here. You're a bloop and a blast away from tying this thing for sure. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. That'll get into the seats. But you can't keep letting the leadoff guy get aboard every inning. And it's been 6 straight innings for the Canaries to do that.
Eventually, they're going to get the guy over to second, and someone's going to get a base hit, and that's going to hurt, being late in the ball game. And again, Matt's got to bear down on the first hitter next inning.
And Ray Sadler stands back in. He's struck out and lined out. The 0-2 is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay, listen, I'll make you a deal. Let's say that you don't get another gig in baseball in the next year or two, okay? I'm going to present to you the Maury Wills deal, Winnipeg style. Pitch is bounced out towards third. Clark fields that. Throw to first in time to get Sadler. And no argument for the Goldeyes, but Sadler looked like he was about a half a step in there before that throw from Clark. Yeah, there's one away, corner to corner, and here's Ryan Scoma, who's 1 for 2. Do you know what the Maury Wills deal is? Okay, Maury Wills has been doing color. Well, I mean, he's listed as the color guy for Scott Miller for Fargo Radio. And I know Maury, and you know Maury, and
sure do.
I've had Maury on our program, and I mean, he was a heck of a ball player, your era, maybe a little bit before, but around there, Hal. And just a great base stealer. First pitch to Scoma's in there for a strike. Well, Maury does some analysis on the Fargo broadcast, only when he's around Fargo, okay? Pitch is inside 1-1. So we'll extend the Maury Wills deal to you. Whenever you're around here, you can come and join us, and, we'll maybe call you the color guy for the Goldeyes, line drive to left field for a base hit. And Maury lives down in Florida, too. So whenever you get around here, you can just join us. How's that?
Well, let's get Sam to get a contract.
Okay.
I would love to come back up here and do something for the ball club in any capacity. And I think, Andrew and Sam knows that. I've told both of them I'd like to join the organization. If they think that I can help the organization in any capacity, I would love to come back here for the summertime. I got a place to stay and got a car and everything else. So
nice.
That's all I need.
Here's Casey Harther. 1-out single for Scoma. First pitch is low, ball 1.
Because I can't tell you how great it is to come back here, Paul, and not only come out to the ballpark, but see a lot of, family and friends and you and, so many people here that I've had such good relationships with.
We're over to first base, and Scoma back in time. Ryan's second hit of the night. Okay, well, until any of that happens, you got the Maury Wills deal here.
That
okay?
sounds great to
Give
me.
me the Maury Wills of Winnipeg. 1 ball, no strikes. Casey Harther is bounced out and flown out to the wall. Pitch is swung on and popped up. Into right center. Running back, second baseman King. In comes the right fielder to make the call on the catch in Bauman. With a trio of defenders there, that was just about disaster for Sioux Falls. 2 away for Josh Mazzola. 4-2, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the wind has kind of died down a little bit as well. Still some blue sky over top of us. I know we had rain north side of the city and north, but it's held off down here. Mazzola's bounced out to short and flown out to center field tonight. 8 home runs, 36 driven in. And Clegg will come set. First pitch. Swing and a miss, and that change of pace, and it's strike one. So, who do you like in the big leagues right now? You know, is Boston for real? How about Tampa Bay? I mean, listen, you're around there in that Tampa St. Pete area, a little closer more toward Orlando, but the 0-1 is outside, throw down to first base, and Skoma gets back in time. Let me ask you this first. Would Tampa Bay be the team that where you live, you would get the most information from on TV, radio, that kind of stuff?
It is. I watch it every night they're on TV.
Okay.
I watch some of the Marlins, but I really watch Tampa Bay.
1-1. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. On the run there is Nate Bauman, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Well, hang around for another half inning here. I want you to finish that up.
You got it.
And you can tell me a little bit about that. About Joe Madden, what you think of him as a manager at the big league level, Hal? We're through 6. Goldeyes, no runs, a hit, 1 left. On to the 7th, 4-2 Sioux Falls. Goldeyes Radio Network.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam. Here they come. Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles into the bin.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
Right now, you don't care that money problems can happen to anyone. You don't want to hear people telling you they understand what you're going through. You don't want words. You want a way forward, out of your debt, so your creditors stop calling. LC Taylor is your debt rescue, helping you build a plan to climb back onto solid financial ground. You can do it. You just need a helping hand. So take ours. LC Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward. At lctaylor.com.
It's the Trade-In, Trade-Up event on now at Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler. Stop in for incredible deals on current vehicles and trade-in values that you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, van, or SUV, Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler has the right vehicle for you. Plus, enter to win a 2013 new vehicle of your choice. Go to selkirkchrysler.com and RSVP today to get on the guest list of the private Trade-In, Trade-Up event at Selkirk Chrysler. Hurry, it all ends July 31st.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Brought to you in part by South Beach Casino. Like it, love it.
Matt Rush works into his 7th inning, top of the order here for Sioux Falls, who lead it 4-2 over the Goldeyes. Van Stratton, Morales, Rodriguez, 1-2-3. 106 pitches for Matt Rush, and he works, as I say, into his 7th. And here's Van Stratton, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored and a sac fly. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Actually, not a sac fly, a sacrifice hit. And it's ball 1. Before we broke, we were asking Hal Lanier about the Tampa Bay Rays. And on the 1-0 pitch to Van Stratton. Swung on, lined out to right field, right at Ray. He makes the catch, and there's one away. So that would be the team that you follow the closest because you're in their market, are you not?
Right, and they televise almost every home game.
Sure.
I watch it, and Joe's a good manager. He's put together a different kind of ball club. He's a different type of manager from the standpoint of the clubhouse. He does some different things in a clubhouse, like bringing bands in.
First pitch is outside, ball 1.
I've watched one televised game, and they showed the band, a Latin band that came in and saw some Latin players dancing, and just to keep them loose, I guess.
0-1 is swung on and lined to center. That is going to drop for a base hit. Corey Morales has a second hit of the night. And the 9th hit for Sioux Falls off of Matt Rush. 1-out single here in the 7th. Did you see when Joe Madden came out with that? He did the press conference, or he addressed the press just beyond his dugout on the field in foul territory with that parrot. It was actually a macaw on his shoulder. Did you see that one?
He does some odd things, but he runs a good ball game. He's on top of the game. He He has a great pitching staff down there, and he's got some great players that can play so many different positions, not just one player, but about 3 or 4 of them, and he can maneuver a little bit better than some of the other.
First pitch is swung on and lifted out toward left by Marcos Rodriguez, right at Lentini. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Okay, so let's ask you this. Look at the climb they've made. They finished hot in the first half. The All-Star break, they've started hot again. I mean, can they win that division in the East?
I think they can because they have the pitching to do it. They got good defense all the way around in the infield and the outfield. People that can go and get the ball in the outfield and catch the ball in the infield. And again, the only bad thing about it, they're not drawing as good as Major League Baseball would like to have them.
Right. Here's Jared Clark. Stands in from the right-hand side. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Here's of interest. The Goldeyes just got back from Quebec and New York, and particularly in Quebec 7 days. There is a move afoot, and when you talk to people, there's a move afoot in Montreal to get Major League Baseball back. And the franchise, the team that they're targeting is the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, having said that, you don't have an owner in Montreal and you don't have a facility because I don't know that they can go back to the Big O. So you got to accomplish one of the two. You either need a guy to say, I want to own the team, I'm prepared to spend money to build a ballpark, or the city needs to build a ballpark, and that's probably a little easier finding an owner. But the team that they're targeting is the Tampa Bay Rays. That's what we kept on hearing while we were in Quebec.
And I don't know how Tampa Bay is going to get out of that situation in Tampa because they have a long lease agreement, I think.
Yep.
And I just don't see that happening in the next 2 or 3 years.
Pitch to Jared Clark is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Couple of throwovers to first, and Corey Morales back in safely both times. 2 away. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Brendan Lafferty is throwing in the bullpen for Winnipeg down the left field line. 4-2 Sioux Falls here in the top of 7. And it's still light out here at 9:02. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, grounder out toward third. To his left, Ramon fields that. Throws the easy route to second. And that is that as Jared Clark hits into a fielder's choice. And the Goldeyes get the out 5-4. Hal, I'll let you go. Thanks very much. You will stop by again before you get back down to Florida or on this homestead. Please do.
I will.
We'll have you on again, okay?
Thank
and
you
we'll
very
work you in kind of like Maury Wells. You know, you do a game, you take 16 off. Do another one, take 15 more off. Whatever you can show up.
Thanks,
you got
Paul.
the Maury Wills deal here.
Always a pleasure to come and join you.
All right, anytime, Hal. Thanks very much. Hal Lanier, former Goldeyes manager, joining us here. It's stretch time in my hometown. We invite you wherever you are here tonight to get up with us and stretch them out. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Sioux Falls of the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Win a diamond at the Diamond. Presented by Free Jive Winnipeg and Bijou Jewelry. Pick up your special edition Free Jive paper at the Wednesday, July 31st Goldeyes game. Fill out the entry form and drop it in the ballot box for your chance to win a loose diamond worth more than $2,500. Free Jive Winnipeg. Online, on site, on the street. Delivered to hundreds of restaurants and thousands of inboxes every week. For advertising info, visit FreeJiveWinnipeg.com. Brought to you by iTech LASIK, Boston Pizza, and Herzing College.
Team's playing great.
Yeah, we're up by 2. Big deal. I've got a 7,000-point lead.
What?
You haven't heard? I've had a fantastic season at Husky Stations this year. It's free to join, and it's easy. All you have to do is swipe, earn, and redeem to get great My Husky rewards like free gas and car washes.
My Husky Rewards. Visit your local Husky to get a card and start earning today. For more information, visit myhuskyrewards.ca.
I've still got a 6,999-point lead on them.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that Peak of the Market vegetables are grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. 100% Manitoba grown with no exceptions. Peak of the Market's Manitoba family farms are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud of it.
Very west from Manitoba, and it's Peak of the Market.
New pitcher for Sioux Falls. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Matt Daly will come in for Mitchell Clegg. Clegg is the pitcher of record on a winning side as we welcome you back to downtown Winnipeg. 4-2 Sioux Falls. And for Clegg, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and a wild pitch. And Matt Daly will face Lentini, Allen, and Ramon at the bottom of the Goldeyes order. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. So Lentini, a double, a stolen base, and a run scored, and a strikeout. He'll face a right-hander now. First pitch from Matt Daly. He's in there for a strike. And the bottom of the 7th is underway. Matt Daly from Monument, Colorado, was in New Hampshire last year of the Eastern League. 5'10", 180. And he'll be 27 years old next month. And the 0-1. Swung on, fouled away right side. And out of play. Daly, 25 appearances so far. This is his 26th. He's 2-1 with a 2.76 ERA. He does have 1 save, but Alan Durant is the closer with 13. Daly, 29 and a third innings, 22 hits. 9 earned runs, 14 walks. 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 34 strikeouts, and the opposition batting .212 against him. Goldeyes trailing by 2. Some finals here in Major League Baseball on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Pittsburgh beat Washington 5-1 in the National League. Garrett Cole the win, 5-3. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Lentini is down on strikes. The second time tonight. 5 strikeouts for Sioux Falls pitching. Home runs, Pedro Alvarez had his 25th for Pittsburgh. Wilson Ramos his 5th for Washington. Game 1 of that double dip, Cincinnati beat San Francisco 9-3. Fargo leads St. Paul 7-5 in the 6th in the American Association. Trois Rivières in front of Lincoln 6-2 in the 7th. Gary leading Sioux City 1-0 in the 7th. Here's Luis Allen. First pitch is in there, I guess inside, ball 1. Kansas City in front of Laredo 4-2 in the 5th. Grand Prairie now leading El Paso 10-3 in the 5th. They're in a rain delay in Wichita, tied at 4 between Amarillo and the Wingnuts. For 1-0 is inside and high. 2 balls and no strikes. Let's have a look at what the Goldeyes are doing this week. Brought to you by Boston Pizza. Come and try Boston Pizza's new Meteor full off the bone ribs. Boston Pizza, if you ain't ribbon, you ain't living. The 2-0 pitch is low. 3 balls and no strikes. Well, tonight was Shirt Off Our Backs night. Tomorrow is fireworks. Game sponsor, Winnipeg Insurance. Thursday is an afternoon start, a noon start, in fact. Christmas in July. Goldeyes are home for, including tonight, 14 of the next 17. Al Kabong tonight, 1-for-1. 3-0 to him. He's in there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Oh, boy. That looked a little high. 4-2 Sioux Falls. Thursday, celebrate the holiday early on Christmas in July with Manitoba Hydro as well. Bring a new unwrapped toy or cash donation for the Christmas cheerboard. And visit with cast members from the Royal Winnipeg Ballet's Nutcracker. Pitch is low, ball 4. There's the first walk issued tonight by Sioux Falls pitching. And Amos Ramon, the batter. And also on Thursday, the first 1,000 fans, courtesy of Manitoba Hydro, receive a Goldeyes fleece pack giveaway. And then Friday, Trois Rivières and Max Poulin are in town. Pancake batter night. On Friday, Saturday, pajama party moving camp over. You could dress up in your pajamas, bring the whole family, enjoy the post-game movie. We bought a zoo, then camp overnight in the outfield of Sharp Park. Pitch is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Sunday is a feature entertainer. And it's the Russian Bar Trio. I think I ran into them in Quebec. 3 Russians at a bar. This act, though, includes many high-flying stunts that would challenge the world's best Olympic gymnasts. From the stretch, the 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And you can watch former Olympian Genevieve Tugas jump from a flexible beam resting on the shoulders of 2 men. She flips high in the air and lands squarely on the narrow trampoline-like rod. That's coming up on Sunday. Monday, Canadian Heritage Night. Train trip giveaway, 2-0. Swung on, fouled away by Amos. And out of play, 2-1. And one lucky fan on Monday will win a trip for 2 to Jasper, courtesy of Via Rail. Tuesday night, a week from tonight, doubleheader against Lincoln. 2 7-inning games for the price of 1. It's Jamaica night. One lucky fan will win a trip for 2 to Jamaica. The pitch, swung on, line to center, coming hard and sliding to making the catch is Van Stratton. And there'll be 2 away, and Amos is just absolutely snake bit right now. And there's 2 away for Tyler Graham. Wednesday, the 31st, McDonald's 2-for-1 Chicken McBistro giveaway. And on the end of the homestand, Thursday, August 1st, Library Night. Tickets are $5, $7, $12, $14, and $18. Always a $5 ticket here at Shaw Park. Available through Ticketmaster. First pitch to Graham is in there for a strike. Ticketmaster.ca or 855 Goldeye. And Tyler Graham didn't like the call. I don't blame him. It's been a lot tighter here from Art Thigpen than that call on Tyler Graham, who's had 2 hits and had to work for both of them tonight. Or you can buy your tickets at the door, of course. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled away right side. And it's strike 2. That's what's coming up this week and next for the Goldeyes here at home. Love to see out and hear all of the games coming up. Goldeyes trailing 4-2. We're in the bottom of inning number 7. Graham's had an infield single, stolen a base and scored. The pitch. Swung on, sent down the right field line. That is a fair ball. Over to pick it up is Bauman. And running for third is going to be Luis Allen. He's in there safely. Tyler Graham has 3 hits tonight. And there's runners on the corners for Kevin Mosquite. And the Goldeyes will bring the potential go-ahead run to the plate. And Mosquite is 0 for 3 tonight, trying to extend the hitting streak to 8 straight. And more activity in that bullpen for Sioux Falls. And it's number 24 down there in Kurt Clark. Here in the bottom of the 7th, we'll try to get to trivia. Pass along the winner's name as well. We might hold it over to the top of the 8th, though. 2 away here. First pitch. Runner on the move from first to second. Throw down to second is not in time. Head first slide by Tyler Graham. And he's got a trouser full of dirt. His second stolen base of the night. And he got a great jump off of Matt Daly. And now the Goldeyes are really 1 hit away from tying this baby up. And it was strike 1 on Mosquite. And Kevin stands in from the right side. Matt Daly will come set. And the 0-1. Swung on, chopper out towards short, and it's off the heel of the glove of Morales. He'll pick it up and have nowhere to go. Across home plate with the 3rd run is Allen. Mosquite across first base safely on the air. And to 3rd base is Graham. And it's 4-3, Sioux Falls. So he's 6. And for Sioux Falls, that is their 72nd error of the year. 21 more than Winnipeg's made this year. And here comes Ray Ray. And Sadler stands in from the right side with 2 away. And the potential tie and run 90 feet away. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Sadler 0 for 3 tonight. He is struck out, lined out, and bounced out corner to corner. 4-3, Sioux Falls in front. Matt Daly will come set. The 0-1. Swung on, that's cracked in the gap in right center. That's going to get down, and it's going to be picked up on a hop by Van Stratton. In to score is Graham. Striding for second is Sadler, and he'll be in there sliding safely with an RBI double, and we are tied at 4. First hit of the night for Ray Ray is a game-tying double, RBI number 38, and the Goldeyes have scored twice to tie it in the 7th. And there's runners at second and third. Mosquito stops at third, and here comes Steve Shirley. And that might be it here for Matt Daly. And a brand new ball game here in the bottom of 7. And now he's going to point Will, the skipper of the Canaries, down to the bullpen and bring in Kurt Clark when we come back. We'll tell our stations down the line. We'll take a 60-second timeout on the call to the bullpen. Goldeyes with a little 2-out lightning here, getting the help on an error as well, have tied it at 4 apiece. The 7th is still alive for Winnipeg when we come back on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
He's got separation, makes the catch to the 30. Now it's a foot race to the 20, to the 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
For hockey.
Now an opportunity for Andrew Ladd. Bufflin's going to join in. This is a full-fledged 2-on-1. Ladd, can he win it? No, Bufflin will! And the Jets win it!
This is your home for complete sports coverage.
Swung on, and that is blasted out to right field. On the run goes Gaston. He'll turn, look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye.
Sports, and more sports.
I take it that he is happily playing here.
They find a way to get it done for the good of the group.
Shall we just call this a mid-body injury?
Well, you're
17 seconds.
He got it in jewels.
Nothing but sports.
Touchdown! Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time. All the time.
He simplified the passing game.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
2 in, 2 out, and 2 on here in the bottom of 7. My name is Paul Edmonds, and a new pitcher for Sioux Falls is Kirk Clark. That's it for Matt Daly, 2/3 of an inning. 2 hits, 2 runs, neither is earned. Responsible for 2. Right now, a no decision, but he could lose it. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Ryan Skoma, the DH, is 2 for 3 tonight, including an RBI single in the first. And we find Skoma to face a right-hander in Clark, who's from Moline, Illinois, that Quad City area, 6'2", 220. And later this month, he'll be 25 years old. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. For Kirk Clark, his 23rd appearance, he's 0-2 with a 3.68 ERA. Mosquito's at third, the go-ahead run. Sadler's at second. 0-1 to Skoma, who has 30 RBI as of tonight. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled off the mitt of the catcher in Dulce. Back toward the screen, strike 2. Clark, 22 innings, 26 hits. 9 earned runs, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts. Couple of homers allowed. Opposition hitting .299 against him. And Skoma, the only left-handed batter in the Goldeyes lineup. 0-2. The pitch is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goldeyes have scored twice to tie it here in the bottom of 7. They're being out-hit 9-8. 1 error on the board. It belongs to Sioux Falls here on the Culligan in-game line score, brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Skoma. And the pitch is inside, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the left-handed swinging Californian. Tied at 4 here in the bottom of 7. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Kurt Clark comes set. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that. And Skoma way out in front of that. And the Goldeyes are done in the bottom of 7. Strikeout there for Kurt Clark. Goldeyes has struck out 6 times tonight. Winnipeg gets 2 runs. They do so on 2 hits. There was an error, and they leave 2. We're through 7, tied at 4. We'll go to the 8th when we come back. Trivia coming up next on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance. Putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
I'll take a nip. And don't you forget those grilled onions.
You know what I love? Breakfast all day. Bring on the Sal's Hearty Breakfast.
I love seeing what's new. Barbecue chicken nip. Yes, please.
Salisbury House, a Winnipeg tradition for more than 8 decades. From all-day breakfast, traditional dinners, and classic nips made with 100% Manitoba beef to salads, wraps, and more. And who could forget wafer pie and red velvet cake for dessert? It's all available all the time. Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Yep! There's lots of storage reality stuff on TV these days, but in Winnipeg, real people prefer real storage at Storageville. Why? 2 super convenient locations, both with really easy access to your locker. It's absolutely secure and always pristine clean. Learn more about Storageville's many wow factors at storageville.ca and sign up for upcoming auction alerts. Never know what treasures you might find. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores.
Yep! You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball with Paul Edmonds on TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the top of the 8th inning. That's it for Matt Raj. He will not win it, and he won't lose it. No decision for him tonight in a 4-4 tie. And it's Brendan Lafferty that gets summoned out of the bullpen. And the left-hander spells off the starter tonight. Rush goes 7 innings as we move to the 8th, tied at 4. 9 hits, 4 runs, they're all earned. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a hit batsman. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Here's Tim Pahuda as the Goldeyes go lefty-lefty here with Lafferty out of the bullpen. First pitch is high, ball 1. So Pahuda, Jake Taylor, and Nate Bauman, 5, 6, and 7. Lafferty, a tall left-hander, 6'4", 185, from Riverside, California. For 1-0 pitch. Swung on, bounced right side, foul into the seats it goes. Nice catch. Oh, très bien. Lafferty, by the way, as he makes this appearance, it is his league-leading 34th. He's 1-1 with a 480. And the pitch swung on and missed, and that breaking ball, and it's 1-2. 24 hits in 30 innings, 16 earned runs, 16 walks, 26 strikeouts. Opposition batting .229 again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pahuda is 0 for 3 tonight. The pitch. Breaking ball bounced out toward first, but foul. Now the Goldeyes also have Chris Kissick throwing in the bullpen, a right-hander. We're tied at 4. We're in the 8th. Let's get to trivia and the answer. Now the trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. Well, the question tonight was this. Who was the first Major League pitcher to introduce the batting glove? Pitch is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball, and Pahuda down on strike. So 1 away, and the Goldeyes retire the leadoff man for the 2nd time in a row. The left fielder, number 8, Jake Taylor. And here is Jake Taylor. After the leadoff man got aboard 6 straight innings for Sioux Falls. And Jake Taylor 2 for 3 tonight. I wanted to know tonight who was the first Major League player to introduce the batting glove as a piece of hitting equipment. Well, congratulations tonight to Allison Burns of the West End. First pitch. Swung on, fouled back on that fastball. And it's strike 1. She knew the answer to be Ken the Hawk Harrelson, who is now and has been for a long, long time the television broadcaster on the Chicago White Sox broadcast. Pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. It's been almost 50 years since the batting glove became a standard piece of equipment for Major League players. This according to Baseball Notes in Baseball Digest. Chicago White Sox broadcaster Ken Harrelson, known as the Hawk, was the first to use one on September 4th, 1964. Pitch is swung on and missed. And Jake Taylor goes down whiffing here. Back-to-back strikeouts for Brendan Lafferty and Nate Bauman, the batter. He's 1 for 3. Here's how it happened. Harrelson was a platoon player with the Kansas City A's in 64. Didn't think he was going to be playing against the Yankees that night since it was a right-hander in Jim Coates who was scheduled to pitch. He was a young player, and he ended up playing 27 holes of golf that day. And I guess he thought, well, I'm not going to play. I'll play some golf. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. So he went from the golf course to the ballpark. And the Yankees at the last minute had switched the pitcher from right-hander Coates to go with Whitey Ford. So Harrelson walks into the clubhouse, and he's in the lineup hitting third. 1-0. Swung on, chopper out towards third, fielded by Ramon, pulls it down, throws across, and the inning comes to an end. Pick up the story when we come back. 1, 2, 3, a little momentum here at Camp Goldeyes, maybe. Again, congratulations to Allison Burns. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th in a 4-4 tie on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ah, nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, pass me a Pepsi.
How you doing?
Whoa, did you hear that? Open your Pepsi.
How you doing?
That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer.
How you doing?
With the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
There once was a young boy named Eric who had a passion for trucks. Big trucks, little trucks. He loved them all. Who vowed one day trucks would be his life's work. And when he grew up, he bought some trucks. Lots of them. Tough, hard-working, shiny, silver trucks with big logos. You've seen them around. I know you have. Eric's so proud of his trucks, he carries a picture of them in his wallet. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
You're tired of waking up each day with the aches and pains of daily life. Looking for a proven solution to ease your suffering? Not another drug that temporarily masks the pain? You need to get on the road to recovery, and you need a treatment that will address the cause of your pain. Manitoba chiropractors are available without the wait, and your care is partially covered by Manitoba Health and most private insurance plans.
Manitoba Chiropractors. Making life better.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Casey Arthur, Josh Mazzola, Phelan Lentini due up here against Kurt Clark in a 4-4 tie. Hitters 5, 6, and 7. Clark came in, got the last out of Ryan Skoma to end a 2-run 7th for Winnipeg. And the Goldeyes had tied it after falling behind, giving up 3 runs at the top of the first. So we're tied at 4. And the Goldeyes looking for a run here in the bottom of 8 to take the lead. Arthur 0 for 3 tonight, facing the right-hander in Kirk Clark. First pitch is in there for a strike. We were talking about Ken Harrelson being the first to ever wear a batting glove and how it happened 50 years ago, serendipitously. Congratulations to Allison Burns. She knew the answer on trivia. We're just kind of relaying the story. The 0-1. Swung on, pulled down that left field line foul. 0-2. We told you that Harrelson thought he wasn't going to play that day against the Yankees playing for the Kansas City A's because it was a right-hander. Well, he gets to the ballpark after playing 27 holes of golf, finds out he's in the lineup because they switched to Whitey Ford. And he's hitting third. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Good protective swing there by Arthur. 0-2. The story in Baseball Digest goes on to say, during batting practice, I noticed a blister forming on my hand. I knew I had my golf glove in my jeans pocket, and I went to get it. It was a flaming red glove, and I used it to protect my blister, Harrelson recalled. 0-2 to Arthur, the pitch. It's outside, 1-2. The first inning he came up, he walked. And the Yankees were all over him about the flaming red glove. Next at bat, he stepped into the batter's box, and the Yankees bench again was all over him. He got a curveball hung to him. He hit it 460 feet for a home run. 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then later in the game, he hit another home run off a guy by the name of Pete Mickelson. And I guess the Yankee bench was pretty quiet after that one. Pitches swung on and fouled back. Still 2-2 to Arthur. So the next day, Mickey Mantle had the clubhouse guy go and buy a couple of dozen flaming red golf clubs. And the Yankees showed up wearing the gloves the next day. But that's where batting gloves started. Serendipitously on the golf course, the 2-2 is inside and off the glove of Dulce. And it happened back on September 4th, 1964. And Ken the Hawk Harrelson said, quote, after that game with 2 home runs, I never again batted without a glove. I don't know that they were always flaming red, though. 3-2. Swung on, fouled away. Another good hack there by Casey Arthur. There's the story of the batting glove. And congratulations to Allison Burns, our winner on trivia. She picks up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. She's also eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. Arthur 0 for 3 tonight. 4-4 is the score. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Patrick Keating getting loose in the bullpen for the Goldeyes now. Three balls, 2 strikes. 4 runs, 8 hits for Winnipeg on the Culligan in-game line score. 4 runs, 9 hits, and an error for Sioux Falls. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, line to center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Great at bat by Casey Arthur. One of the best ABs of the night. And here's Josh Mazzola. And Mazzola's going to stand in on the right-hand side. And he's going to look to Rick Forney. He's going to flash signs to both Arthur over at first and Mazzola. And Mazzola 0 for 3 tonight. He's grounded out, flown out to center, flown out to right. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. We're tied at 4, 9 hits each. And Mazzola looking to extend a hitting streak to 6 straight. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Kurt Clark will come set. The 1-0 is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Mazzola, 8 home runs, 36 driven in. Arthur over at first, if you're wondering, is 2 for 3 on the base path. Clark comes set. The 2-0 is high and tight. 3 balls and no strikes. And Mazzola arches his back the wrong way, out of the way of that. And now Kurt Clark wants a new apple here, and he'll get one from home plate umpire Art Thigpen. 3 balls, no strikes to the guy they call Maz. And Mazzola, 16 for his last 46. On the 3-0. High, ball 4. He was taken all the way anyway. And now there's 2 on for Phelan Lentini. Second walk issued in the game by Sioux Falls pitching. And here comes pitching coach Mike Meyer out to have a little chat. Just a reminder, folks, Sal's win a winning dog when the Goldeyes win following any home game this season. Fans, you can take your game ticket to any of the Sal's Express locations to receive a free winning with the purchase of fries to be redeemed within 7 days of the game, courtesy of Salisbury House. Offer is not valid at Shaw Park. 1 offer per ticket per person per visit. And now they're going to pinch run here. Jordan Guida is going to come into pinch run for Casey Arthur. Now that they have a runner into scoring position. So pinch runner, Jordan Guida. And you got to think that they're going to ask Lentini to bunt here. And this happens in the 8th inning. And Phelan Lentini with 2 on and nobody out, stepping up. Fay 1 for 3 tonight. He has doubled, stolen a base and scored, and struck out the last 2 times. Corners are expecting a bunt. And a step off by Clark. And it looks Guida back to second base. We're in the 8th inning, tied at 4. Josh Mazzola over at first base. And Clark will come set. First pitch. Showing bunt, pulling back, taking inside is Lentini, ball 1. You will likely see, for the Goldeyes defensively in the top of the 9th, Ryan Skoma going out to play first base, and the Goldeyes losing their DH. One ball, no strikes. Clark comes set. The 1-0. And a bunt pushed out in front of home plate. It's picked up there by Dulce, the catcher. Throws to first. He gets Lentini, but the job gets done by Phelan. 2-4 on the sacrifice. There's 1 away. Guida over to third. Mazzola up to second base for Luis Allen. And here comes El Capon. And he's 1 for 1 tonight with a sac fly, a walk, and a run scored. And now Steve Shirley's going to come out, and he wants a little bit more clarification on where that ball went when it first bounced. He felt that it bounced off the bat of Lentini, not in front of home plate enough. He felt that it was a foul ball. Whatever was said or asked was quickly quashed by Art Thigpen. And back to the first base dugout goes the skipper of the Sioux Falls Canaries. 1 ball and no strikes was the count to Lentini. And now Luis Allen will step up. And Kurt Clark, the reason I mentioned that, and they're going to walk Luis Allen to face Amos Ramon, was that, and let the booing commence, please, Kirk Clark has fallen behind most of the batters that he's faced in this 8th inning. So Luis Allen will not get a chance to swing the bat. They will walk him intentionally. And again, feel free to boo. 2 balls and no strikes. Second walk issued by Clark. And they'll load the bases looking for the double play. Now, what's the counter move here for Winnipeg? Amos Ramon is 0 for 3. Do you ask him to drop a bunt? You squeeze home a run here. You got a right-handed batter. Whoa, and a pitch just about went back toward the strike zone there. And they walked Allen on 4 wide, and now the bases will be loaded here. And Amos, who has been struggling here, 1 for his last 36, will step in with a chance to give the Goldeyes the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Now for Sioux Falls, are they going to move the infield in or play for the double play here? Well, the corners are even with the bags, and the middle infield will come in a couple of steps. Clark comes set, first pitch is high, ball 1. Oh, he called that a strike. He called that a strike. That was up around the bill of Amos's batting helmet. Strike 1 on Ramon. And Tyler Graham stands on deck. The pitch is swung on and lined to right field. Running hard toward the line is Bauman. He dives. He can't get there. It gets by him and goes all the way to the wall. Into Scorgaida. Here comes Mazzola hustling home. He'll score standing. And Amos has broke out of a terrible slump with a 2-run double. And Winnipeg leads it 6-4. Baby! Going the other way is Amos Ramon. And he drives in the go-ahead run and maybe some insurance with a huge hit here in the bottom of the 8th inning. RBI 32 and 33. And here comes Steve Shirley again. He's going to go back to the bullpen with a right-hander. And the Goldeyes are going to bring up Tyler Graham. And we'll step aside again for 60. The Goldeyes have scored 4 runs in the last 2 innings. They lead it 6-4. Back in 60 and another call to the bullpen on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses. It's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium, and with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never, ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy is going to be, and know how the other guy is going to react.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
That's it for Kirk Clark here tonight. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. They're both earned. Couple of walks, 1 intentional, and a strikeout. And he gives way to Jordan Whatcott. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. 4th pitcher of the night for Sioux Falls. Goldeyes lead at 6-4 in the bottom of this 8th inning. And Jordan Whatcott, a right-hander from Gilbert, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix. 6 feet, 205 pounds, a righty. 28 years old. And he'll face Tyler Graham with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. For Whatcott, his 19th appearance, he's 0-5 with a 6.65 ERA. 44 and 2/3 innings, 53 hits, 33 earned runs, 20 walks, 37 strikeouts, a couple of homers allowed, and the opposition batting .290 against them. And Tyler Graham will stand in from the right side. The infield right up to the edge of the grass to protect home plate. Goldeyes have come back with from a 3-run deficit after giving up 3 in the top of the first inning. And they lead it by 2. Whatcott comes set. First pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Tyler Graham, a 3-hit night here tonight. Nothing and 1. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Graham, an infield single, a stolen base, and a run scored in the first. Struck out in the third. Infield single in the fifth. Single again in the seventh, a stolen base, and a run scored. 0-2 to Graham. And the Canaries pitcher, Whatcott, comes set the pitch. Breaking ball is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Patrick Keating still throwing in that bullpen for Winnipeg. Down the left field line, and now the bullpen for Sioux Falls is idle. And the pitch is a breaking ball that's low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Tyler Graham hitting .291. Waggling the bat from the right side. And Whatcott comes set. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Graham down on strikes. Good breaking ball there from Whatcott. And there's 2 away, and here's Kevin Mesquite. With 2 down now, we look ahead to the 9th inning for Sioux Falls. It's Dulce, King, and Van Straat. Hitters 8, 9, and 1. 6,147 here tonight. And Mesquite will step in from the right side. Runners at second and third. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Mesquite is 0 for 4 tonight, looking to extend a hitting streak to 7 straight, or actually to 8 straight. As a Goldeyes since joining the team, he's hit in 7 straight. Nothing in 1 to Kevin Mesquite. Six-4 Winnipeg in front. We're in the bottom of 8. And the 0-1 is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. How about a little bit of clapping or something here tonight? I mean, I can hear a pin drop in this place right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. There we go. The 1-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mesquite. I mean, where's Goldie with the drum? The pitch is low, 2-2. There you go, Goldie. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 6-4 Winnipeg. And Jordan Whatcott comes set in the pitch. Here's a called third strike, and Mosquito will go down looking. So we go to the ninth inning. The Goldeyes get 2 big runs here to take the lead. 2 runs on a couple of hits. No errors. They leave 2. Last chance coming up for the Canaries. Again, Doltz, King, and Van Stratton. They need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. Here comes Patrick Keating. We'll see what happens when we come back in the top of the ninth. Make sure you do after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
It's Ken with a solution for loneliness out here in the field. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a 2-way radio in the cab. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood 2-way radios that'll keep you in touch with the family and help if you ever need it. Tough, long-range, economical, and very sociable. Say more with 2-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robbins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robbins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robbins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robbins. Fast, fresh, and friendly. Your fielder's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the top of the ninth inning, and Ryan Skoma is going to be over at first base, so the Goldeyes will lose their DH tonight, as we figured they would, after they pinch ran for Casey Harther. And Patrick Keating will come in as the new pitcher. And all of this is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Goldeyes are 3 outs away from the 3rd straight win and 3 outs away from getting to 500. And what a long climb it's been. Kevin Doltz, Stephen King, and Nick Van Stratton due up here. Goldeyes lead at 6-4. We go to the 9th. Keating's first pitch is in there for a strike. Lafferty tonight, 1 inning, he was perfect with a couple of strikeouts. And he gives way to the right-hander in Keating, the Goldeyes closer, looking for another save. And Keating looking for his 12th. This is a save opportunity. Doltz tonight is 1 for 1. And a breaking ball is low, 1-1, with a walk and a sacrifice. And for Keating, the right-hander out of the great state of Illinois, his 26th appearance, he's 4-1 with a 2.57 ERA. 28 innings, 26 hits. 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 25 strikeouts, 1-1. Fastball swung on and lined to center for a base hit. And the opposition batting .243 against him. That will go up after that Kevin Doltz leadoff single here in the 9th, and Stephen King will be the batter. And King is 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch tonight. So, leadoff single, that's hit number 10 for Sioux Falls. Each team with 10 hits in the Culligan in-game line score. Goldeyes lead at 6-4. And Keating will come set. First pitch. Swung on, line to center field. Tyler Graham coming in, makes the catch on that. And there's one away and a liner to center. And the batter is Nick Van Stratton. And Van Stratton tonight, 1 for 3, a sacrifice. Will step up and in from the right side. So 1 down and 1 on. 6-4 Winnipeg. And Van Stratton, a single in the first and a run scored. Sacrifice in the second. Struck out in the fourth. Flew out in the 7th. And Keating will come set. First pitch. Curve a little bit high, ball one. Keating's last appearance was on Saturday night, where he picked up the save, his 11th. And that win over Rockland, the pitch. Fastball down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 here to Van Stratton. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch is inside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Nick Van Stratton. And Keating is falling behind here with 1 out and 1 on. Van Stratton batting .360. The 3-0 is outside, ball 4. So it's a walk, and now there's 2 on, and bringing the potential go-ahead run to the plate. And it's Corey Morales, who is 2 for 4 tonight with an RBI. And that's only the 3rd walk issued by Goldeyes pitching tonight. Matt Rush walked 2, and now Keating walks 1. And Keating looks into Corey Morales. Gets a sign from Luis Allen. First pitch. Swung on, bounced out towards short. Mazzola to second for 1. Down to 1 for 2. In time. Ball game. Morales hits into a 6-4-3 game-ending double play. And the Goldeyes have got back to 500. It's been a long climb, and they do it with a come-from-behind victory here tonight over Sioux Falls. For the Canaries in the 9th, no runs, a leadoff single, and 1 left. The final score, Winnipeg 6, Sioux Falls 4. Totals in the post-game show are next after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial